Hi, chat. Don't say anything. Welcome to Under the Tea 91.
Oh my gosh.
Hello.
I've been counting. Just so we're aware, chat, as much as we love Ava and we love bringing Ava on, Ava is not the permanent third. We're still in talks of the permanent third.
Yes, where she was just she was available. I mean, technically, there was potentially going to be something this week that she would be used in.
We
but
were
it's
going to
not
have
happening.
an interview that Ava got, but unfortunately the interviewer the interviewee was a bit stresso-depresso and just changed their mind on it.
Yeah,
So
don't think we'll bring up who just yet, but well, I mean, if we do get them on eventually, maybe
Now
we
we're
will,
not going to
but-
talk about who unless they actually are physically on.
Yes, pretty much.
Because the whole point of them feeling like they want to back out is so their name doesn't get mentioned. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
pretty much.
think it's for other things too, but yeah, for the most part, we're not going to mention it right now.
yes, yes, and Occo is bringing on a new model.
It's not done yet, by the way. It still requires full body movement. Right now, it is just the head. Right now, it is just the head. I am kind of surprised that I was expecting to see some emotes in the chat. I've only seen like one person do emotes in the chat, so I'm kind of surprised with all of you.
Smallco.
guys, why is there not scores of people crying right now? That is the question.
To be
I
fair,
mean, you have 3 times the lolly show here.
to be
and
fair,
there's no
out of
crying, are
all
you
of
kidding
us, I am the most attached to the Lolly Show community, and for years I didn't even have a Lolly Show model.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
I mean, that's fair.
To be so, as somebody said, oh, I'm surprised it's not Opie. Don't worry. Don't worry. That's coming. The model's not, like I said, the model's not done yet. Model's not done just yet.
Yeah, don't worry, guys.
creator...
Occo plans to ruin it.
Oh, I plan to make it me, basically. So you know, you can't really get on me for that because I feel like it would be cooler if it was.
Until then,
Just
mine
a little
are still
bit.
bigger.
You know, I'll let you have that for now. Oh goodness, you got to make it a toggle option. It will be.
I don't even have a dog in this fight, so
See, I will always win on the toggle option, though, because there's nothing you can do that doesn't look like something that would come off of one of Lumi's stream to try and pop them.
Yeah.
oh, that's
Oh
cool.
goodness,
Yeah, you can pop mine. I let people
Yes.
redeem it on Twitch.
it's a cool redeem.
That's pretty cool.
I thought it was fun. You know,
Oh,
as soon
goodness.
as I posted a tweet with my boo balloons, a week later, like 2 or 3 VTubers posted that they got boo balloon toggles. Not a single
Yeah.
one of them followed me. I highly doubt, though, that it was just a random chance because it was so close in time, and it's such
You
a
think
random
so?
toggle. They have to have, they have to have seen it. I refuse to believe they haven't.
Make it my permanent model? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So here's my plan for this model, chat. Again, I'm only showing it off tonight, then we're gonna wait until it's done. This model is mostly gonna be used during Under the Tea because well, actually, the original plan was once I got this done, when Lumi was still here, we would all just be cute and funny on the stream. But now, if the third member happens to also be permanently cute and funny, the goal is cute and funny Under the Tea all the time, basically.
Yes.
And I guess under special occasions, I'll use this model on my normal streams. I will not reveal who the artist is just yet. They are a really cool artist, though, and they have done other cute and funny models in the past. So when it is time, I will say who did it, and you guys might be surprised who did it. Excuse me. Anyway, this week was pretty crazy for VTubers as a whole.
However, we're not touching VTubers first.
Fair.
We have some news housekeeping because there was some random fun news this week. So let me go over my housekeeping real quick, and then we'll get into the good stories.
Keep it good.
So first thing, this was making the rounds today. Oblivion Remastered Studio is reportedly laying off 300 people. And that sounds like a lot. For comparison, Game Freak, the people that make Pokemon, granted, they need to hire more people because they clearly can't keep up with demand, has about 200 employees total. Very, almost like small indie company. However, the company that made Oblivion Remastered is actually an international company that has over 4,000 employees. So 300 sounds like a lot.
Yeah, I don't feel as bad now.
Yeah, but it sounds like a lot. It's a heck of a lot less when we're talking about a company. I think the exact number is 4,632.
Oh yeah.
That's so fucking many. Jesus Christ.
Did they mention who got fired and like why?
No, as far as I can tell, no. They just reportedly laying off 300 people.
I see.
And it was left out of a lot of the discussion about this article, just how big the company itself was. Because when people think...
yeah, I can see the narrative being spun with this article.
Yeah, because when you say 300 people, you can think about Game Freak, which granted is smaller than normal, but it's still 200-something people. Or you can think about indie studios, where an indie studio with 50 people in it is massive, right? So saying off 300 people, oh, that's huge. The company has 4,600.
Right.
Not only that, but them trying to spin it off like it's like, oh yeah, see, you do good, and we don't even know if these 300 were directly related with making Oblivion Remastered. If 4,000 plus employees are involved, I imagine there's a lot of freaking games that they're outsourcing their dev work on.
Well, also, so this was something that was also left out of a lot. The company is international, and it has sites in different countries all over the world. It's completely possible that some law in some other country kind of convinced them to shutter a studio in that country. Because there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, because there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now.
One big studio, like one studio location anyway.
Yeah. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now that could convince a studio to close down if you are an international company. I think I'm skewed because No Man's Sky had like 20 people at first for the team. I think when No Man's Sky released originally, they had 21 people by the time of release. Total. I don't know how many they have now. Hello Games has certainly grown a lot. They're releasing a new game soon, which, good to them.
They are. Instead of having multiple planets to explore, I think it's just one planet that you explore, and it's pretty massive.
Well, also, it's not really like an exploration game necessarily. They're kind of going more with a specific story type game.
Yeah.
But I did want to touch on this because a lot of people did not know the context. Granted, 300 people is a lot of people, and it probably sucks that 300 people are out of work right now. It's not a sign that the company did something untoward or that the company is crashing, because they are a massive studio.
No, yeah, for sure.
300 to them is nothing. The specific number is, I think it was 7% of their total workforce.
At what percentage would you be worried?
It's a percentage. It's not like anything to cough at, but again, that's such a big studio. There could only be one or two that was actually even remotely involved with Oblivion Remastered.
Yeah. I think you probably got to be around 15 to 20% before it's like extremely concerning.
Okay.
After
I think if
that,
you approach 10%, it's concerning.
True.
Cutting 10% of your company that's Jesus.
The only reason I think it's less concerning in this case is because it is international. So there's a non-zero possibility that those 300, or they shuttered a studio in a company they can no longer do business in. Or in a country they can no longer do business in for some reason. Like a new law passed or something like that. It could be any number of reasons.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of people weren't mentioning that. I just thought it was important to mention it.
That is, in my personal opinion, pretty important.
This is nothing to do with VTubers or video games. I just wanted to mention it because I thought it was funny. But Stephen Colbert got canceled.
Wait, did he really?
Yeah, his show got...
He did.
He didn't get canceled personally. His show got canceled.
Oh, over what? I mean, like, what, just not renewed?
They said it's over financial decisions.
So that wasn't making them any money
I
anymore.
mean, that makes sense.
So I just, that's a personal me thing. I just think it's funny.
That is funny.
His show sucked, honestly.
Mhm.
He made it super, super political, and you could not watch it unless you were super tuned into politics. Basically.
And super Trump derangement syndrome, too. I remember a lot of his monologues were just ringing Trump.
You had to be extremely politically involved, or you wouldn't even understand what he was talking about half the time. And then you wouldn't find it funny unless you were a specific side of the political aisle. So it was clearly not going to make money.
Well, like, a lot of late night shows have just become fuck Trump, basically, so.
That started during the first election.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, a lot of them have basically become that.
Yeah. Again, this next one is another me thing. It doesn't really matter to anybody else. But McDonald's in Malaysia is releasing an XXL version of fries. So chat.
And you are really happy about it.
Yes, look at that. Tell me you would not want that. The fries are the best part.
I'm going to be honest. With you. I am not the biggest fan of McDonald's fries. My favorite fries come from Culver's right now, especially when they're crispy.
My favorite's just a Chick-fil-A, honestly.
If they're very salty, I love Chick-fil-A's fries, actually.
Look at that, it's an XXL fries.
Well, you know what Mizu's eating? Nothing but starch.
I like how,
Look, I'm not gonna lie. Mike and our Irish loves this. I would eat the shit out of this.
Okay, well, here's what we need. Chat. We need fan art of all three of us just eating the XXL fries. Actually, no, two of us eating the XXL fries, and then Mizu gets his own.
Yeah.
Because me and Ava could share, but Mizu would take one all his own.
Yeah, that was the first thing I said. As somebody replied to, like, it was shareable fries. It was like, you say shareable. I hear more for me. Like how Kit Kats are supposed to be shareable, but everybody eats them by themselves. That's why Kit Kats have like that little perforation down the middle. You're supposed to break it off and give it to your friend. It's like, nope, I'm just eating both of them. These are mine now.
No, fuck no. Those are mine now. Made for me. Is that small Occo? Yes, it is.
So this is a more in-depth story next, but it is, I think, important and everybody's talking about it. And it is the Steam visa issue. So it has come to people's attention that the Steam visa issue, while it is between Steam and Visa MasterCard, it was started by a NGO company called Collective Shout.
And no back.
Oh, you left?
No, I
Just
was
for a
like,
second to grab a monster.
I couldn't hear anybody for a moment. I don't know if that was me or if
Definitely you.
mm.
But Steam's thing is from a company called Collective Shout. They have been pressuring companies with this for a hot minute now. I'm pretty sure they've existed before, because I feel like I've seen them, or it could have just been a company that did something very similar.
Yeah, they do exist, I believe.
Yeah.
They're like a weird feminist group that tries to enact change, and all they're really going to do is piss everybody off and make them hate them.
Yes.
Oh my god, is it actually because of the feminists? Are you shitting me?
Yes,
Yes.
it is a group called Collective Shout, and they intentionally go after video games that they believe causes the objectification of women and sexualization of girls.
Yeah, a lot of people are looking into this and they're like, who asked for this?
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out nobody did except for these people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
These
get
people
upset.
Actually went out and contacted payment processors
Yes.
to contact like Steam and stuff and say you need to remove this stuff. Okay.
Yes, pretty much. And payment processors are forcing it to happen.
Motherfuckers.
Basically. There are other things about them.
I'm of the mind that payment processors should have no regulatory authoritative ability. Like they should not be like, unless it's like legal lines, right? Like they cannot facilitate like an illicit arms trade or something like that, right? But as long as it's within the realms of legality, it should not be up to the payment processor whatsoever to allow that or not. It's too much power.
Thanks, Bush.
So this is them actually mentioning when they did it. So today, alongside some of our major global partners, we have sent an open letter to the executives of 7 creditor card companies and payment gateways facilitating and profiting from transactions or sales of rape, incest, and child abuse-themed games. Backing our campaign, calling on these execs to separate themselves from Steam and itch.io platforms, which are infested with gamified sexual abuse of women and children, are NCOSE, which from the US, Fila Charity from the UK, Exodus Cry from the US, Cease.org UK, and Katwa, which is from Australia, along with Professor Mike Sater, representing Childlight and Survivor and Advocate, and Collective Shout Ambassador Kelly A. Humphrey. Together, we are demanding these corporates act in accordance with their values and mission statement and immediately cease processing payments for games, which normalize the idea that gamified rape and violence is merely entertainment. We'll let you know if they respond. Read the open letter here. And they show all the companies they messaged. It absolutely is only entertainment.
And second of all, I love the wording of this whole thing. It didn't mention on legal lines on like look, I would agree with everything if it mentioned not on moral or ethics, but rather legal lines, because I'm sorry, the law is a lot better at drawing ethical lines than your feelings.
Yeah.
Yes, pretty much.
I said this today in another tweet thread. It was not about this exact issue, but it was about something sort of similar. But basically, we're going to end up at a point where our best chance of getting an alternative payment processor is through somebody who already made one, Elon Musk. At the end of the day, our best chance of getting a new payment processor around them is to have him make another one.
PayPal was once known as X, and that was owned by Elon Musk.
He is working on one, I think.
We either have to go through him, or the government has to hurry up and get FedNow up and running.
I thought FedNow existed.
Or I think here's what I think should happen. I think some sort of law or rule, regulation should be put in place that if any of these payment processors take money from the government in the form of grants, subsidies, what have you, which by the way, all of them do.
Yeah.
They profit immensely from the government. If they take that, they are no longer to be considered a private company that can refuse the right to serve anybody for any reason, right? No. Now you are just representing the public as a payment processor, and that's all you're allowed to do. If you decide to actually moderate who uses your platform for what reason on moral and ethical lines, well, you lose all that government grant, all that stuff, and you lose that backing.
Yeah.
Sure,
I'd be
you
down
can
for that.
exercise your ethical quandary and whatever, but guess what? You lose any government support that you may have once had.
I'll also kind of point out this. So they show everybody they messaged. Skrill, which I don't know what that is. JCB, Discover Card, MasterCard, Visa, PaySafeCard, and PayPal. So funnily enough, we've actually learned this in the past. You do not have to target PayPal, because PayPal will immediately capitulate to whatever MasterCard and Visa tell them to do. Yeah. They've actually put out a public statement about this in the past, that when MasterCard or Visa tells them they need to change, they change. So if you get MasterCard or Visa, you're good. Because MasterCard and Visa have different amounts of market share together, but combined, 90% of all online transactions go through MasterCard or Visa.
So if they go through it, you're fucked, basically.
Yeah, if you get just one of them to capitulate, you have lost at least half your business, basically. If you're an online, mostly store, which many places are.
You'll lose most of your business.
Discover Card's dead. I don't even know why they still exist at this point.
Yeah, Discover is pretty fucking dead.
And
Yeah.
PaySafeCard, I'm pretty sure, is more like a PayPal alternative than anything. It's more like a middleman for the middlemen.
I'm surprised I'm not seeing Capital One here.
I think Capital One is owned by one of these guys.
Is it?
Might
Probably.
be. Discover bought
apparently.
Capital One.
Oh, okay.
Or
Oh,
it says
no,
Discover
maybe
bought
yours
by
is
Capital
Discover.
One.
I'm so sorry.
That sucks.
We
I
have
don't
the
know.
last Discover card user.
Here's what I think. I knew this was like a long time coming kind of deal because it happened first to the owner of Kiwi Farms, and it's basically been getting worse and worse and worse ever since then. Like after him, the Patreon company started getting on the loot stuff, and it's just been worse and worse and worse.
Yeah, you also had shit, what was it called? It was a voice acting thing you put stuff on. They had to respond to it and remove a bunch of content.
Yep.
Japanese sites selling doujins and stuff like that have had to yield to these payment processors before.
Yep.
Japan has talked about it. Japan's pretty upset about it. They've already had
Yeah.
discussions in their government talking about this. They're not
Yeah, they
happy.
The question is, because some people are like, oh my gosh, I can't believe porn is going to be the reason why banks are forced to capitulate. And it's just like, well, yeah, when you mess with lonely, horny men's shit, they're going to complain. And it's just like, people don't care about freedom of speech. They care about their porn more, I feel like. And so...
We've somewhat talked about this before, but the idea is if you push your luck too far. And the thing is, they've started like slow. They've built up like, oh, we're just targeting extremists. They're like, oh, we're just targeting like really niche weirdo stuff, from overseas.
Yeah.
And now they're at the point where they're like,
so to speak.
so we're like, I guarantee if you give these people a couple weeks, they're like, okay, so we're targeting X videos now. And then people are like, no. Like it's pushing your luck too much. Because
It's gonna reach a
basically
point.
most people, not everybody, but a lot of people watch porn.
Pretty
lot.
much.
People want to, some
Like
people want to deny it,
80%,
but
I would
a
say.
lot of people do.
Like, it's a vast majority of the planet.
Yeah. So you are now sitting
just
here
is.
as like some shrill feminist harpy, and you're like, oh, we'll just take away their porn. Nobody's gonna care. Like, a lot of people are gonna care.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dude, wars have been fought over Poontang, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's look at King David.
And people are immediately
I mean, really,
mad.
like, you think you're gonna solve this? But
People are digging into every single person that was involved in this. It took people like an afternoon to figure out who caused this, even though it's like a random Twitter account.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it really did not take long.
And while I don't think that doxing is right in any way, I am not surprised that is where it's going because of what these people have done. That's basically just kind of like what will happen,
yeah. What was the last
You gotta
one I
be
had
careful of
up?
the Great
so
Coochie
this
War.
is their page, right, on their what they sent to them. An open letter to payment processors profiting from rape, incest, and child abuse games on Steam. Posted by Collective Shout. Mr. Alex Chris, Chief Executive Officer and President of PayPal. Mr. Michael Maybach, Chief Executive Officer MasterCard. And they go down the entire list. Your corporations facilitating and profiting from rape, incest, and child sexual abuse game sales. We, the undersigned, are writing to request that you cease processing payments on gaming platforms which host rape, incest, and child sexual abuse themed games. So they posted their little letter out there.
You know what's funny? Women most affected by this change.
They were.
Unironically, women most affected.
The second most affected is the weebs, because when they said child abuse, they basically meant anything with an anime look to it. They didn't even mean lollies.
Any anime thing.
Like, the same person that said this said that the new Grok AI companion looked like a lolly. Like,
Even though she's like, at the
specifically
very
used
least,
the
a
word
teenager.
lolly. She's not even a
Now let's be
teenager.
real,
She's clearly
a
an
lolly
adult.
version of
Well,
the
yeah, but she
Rocky
can-
has been made.
Some people might think that she looks more like a teenager, but
They would be
like,
stupid.
I don't
Yeah.
even like Jesus Christ, a fully developed one, sure.
She very, like, even, like, with the facial structure, they very much tried to make her look like an adult. She is the most adult-looking anime girl I've ever seen that is not, like, an actual old woman.
fair enough.
The Grok AI companion looks like Bernice. Most people actually believe the Grok AI companion is based on Misa Amane from Death Note, because Elon dated Grums for so long, and Grums was obsessed with her.
Oh my gosh, what a fucking simp.
So the belief is that she's based on Misa Amane.
That's funny.
But yeah, the collective shop people are crazy, and they're causing more issues because they always do.
I'm waiting to see where the current administration takes that. I mean, right now the current administration is just focused on, hey, don't look at the Epstein files. But I'm interested to see where the current administration goes with all of this stuff.
Surprisingly, Coffin of Andy and Lele hasn't been hit. If you look at the list of what's been hit, currently,
It's
I
mostly
think
one developer, which is weird.
Steam is trying to dance around it and make it look like they're doing something. So they targeted somebody that kind of looks like they're just uploading rehashed slop. Because the same developer had like 50 games
That
on
kind of
Steam,
makes sense, yeah.
and they all looked very similar and very samey. And they're really the only one that got hit currently.
Yeah.
My feeling
I
is
did
somebody
hear
at
that
Steam was like, this one
A Phoenix
developer.
Ace, right? A turning clone, not clone, but like inspired game.
So
Indie game got removed.
I'll pull this up really quick because I actually have this on my Twitter. They did not get hit for that. They did get removed.
Oh, okay.
So I found this after I went, because I actually wanted that game originally. I was following it. I don't want community notes. I was trying to go to my profile. So chat.
Yeah, there it is.
This one was posted by a lot of people, which it's an indie game that it's basically Phoenix Wright.
By a DMCA, okay.
Yeah. So I actually found this out when I went to their page, because admittedly I didn't check. I just kind of assumed it had been taken down for that. On their Steam page, the developer actually has a note which says that they were removed due to a DMCA claim. They didn't really specify
I am
by
going to
who or
laugh,
by when.
like really hard that their name is C&D Games.
Is it really?
That's hilarious. Yeah, C&D, Cease and Desist Games.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
So I do think it's fair to bring that up because a ton of people were posting this in relation to it. It did not get removed for the MasterCard thing. It really was just they finally got a DMCA. Which granted, I think it's fair. I think it's fair. However, if you actually look at the game, when I first saw it, the first thing I said was, "Is there a new Phoenix Wright game?" Because I mean, look at this.
Yeah,
Tell me.
no, that's kind of what I said.
No, yeah, I know what you mean. It kind of looks like that.
I'm not saying they should be allowed to DMCA it, but I am saying when you see it, the first thing you think of is, "Oh, it's Phoenix Wright. They made a new one."
And that's kind of like one of the bars that one of the questions they ask when setting the bar for that kind of stuff is like, is it like close enough that it could be a market replacement?
Yeah, exactly. Does a reasonable person look at the content and go, "Oh, that's this"?
Yeah.
And I would say Mizu is a reasonable person, and
I think.
What do you mean? He is superior.
I think it depends. It'd have to be like put up in court. I think the problem with just any reasonable person is the reasonable person actually buying it, right? Because if you ask a reasonable person on the street if any anime is similar to another anime, they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, they all look the same." Because that's how my
Right.
parents were. They're like, "Oh, you and your Chinese cartoons." Couldn't even get like the country.
Oh my gosh.
Because I don't
Yeah,
play
It's
my,
like
Phoenix.
Ocean.
my dad used to call it you.
it's like ocean anime.
So like
That's what he would say. He would say Japanimation. I'm like, "Oh my god, Dad, get out of my room."
Yeah, like I am probably closer to the standard for reasonable person, but I am still at the point where I'm like, I've never played Phoenix Wright, so I don't, and I never have, I never would really.
No, reasonable person in like the court context, in like law context, right? It's not an actual person. Yeah, it's a fictional person that is as reasonable as the average person can be.
You know, I'm trying to get the mindset for it, is what I mean. I don't mean me specifically. Person would say rugby is football, cartoon is anime, and Marvel is DC.
Oh boy.
That's the problem you come into with reasonable person, in my opinion, is I feel like reasonable person ends up needing a lot of caveats when we're talking about anything that isn't like really factually based.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Because like a lot of claims for
Reasonable
this kind
person. You playing that Halo on your Nintendo PlayStation?
Yeah. Because like a lot of times when we're talking about cases like this, it's not video games and anime and stuff. A lot of times it's stuff like products, like physical bought products. To be fair, my mother would also call every Sonic game Sonic and Knuckles. Kind of like you can say Mario Brothers. Calling CDs records. I've never had somebody do that.
I have. They're old though.
Yeah, I have to.
But chat, we'll get on to one of the big subjects for the night, and that is the Elfinpsyop situation. And I'm not going to sit here and lie to you all and pretend like I don't take a little bit of schadenfreude from them.
Do you now? Do you now?
I mean...
This video went over well with Arima's audience, did not go over well with everybody else.
No, the normal audience, some of which were very critical of you and me, hated this video. It was kind of funny.
Yeah. So I'm surprised this tweet is still up, and I'm surprised she still has it pinned to her channel. So she decided to talk about this Elfinpsyop situation. The problem is the Elfinpsyop situation
happened a hot minute ago, by the way.
Yeah, this happened months ago at this point, and it was kind of all done and settled. And I talked about this, I kind of made a subtweet about it. I think it's fine to talk about old drama. The problem is you need to make it exceptionally clear to everybody that it is old and that it is sordid. Because when you don't do that, people see this, and the first thing they think is, oh, Elfinpsyop did something this week. Because you are a drama creator.
And that's
you are
what
talking
happened.
about drama.
Yes. I mean, there's a reason why my subject of choice is recent shit. Because if I talk about something and I don't explicitly say, hey guys, this is old, like with the lolcow stuff, it's kind of easy to say, hey, the lolcow stuff is old because everybody knows that shit's all kind of like history. But with VTubers, a lot of people aren't dialed into a lot of VTuber stuff, so people are just going to assume that it's the flavor of the week thing to know about, you know?
Yeah. So you have that, and then the other one you have is when you do what we do and you cover drama of the week, it's still important that you get it right and you try and cover all angles. However, it is acceptable if you get some things wrong here or there because the story is still developing and all the information isn't there. When you cover something that's months old and has been settled, you don't have the excuse to fuck it up.
Well, it's just like when...
No, there's pretty much an obligation or expectation that Rima should have at least reached out to Elfinpsyop, got the other side. Or I mean, as small of a creator as I am, I was able to get in touch with and speak with Bungo Taiga about everything that happened when I was making the video. And again, it's old drama. I mentioned it was old drama, but I was able to actually look at everything. And the fact that Rima didn't look at everything when she had more than enough time is honestly disappointing.
It's disappointing, and again, as somebody that like knew her a little bit more personally, I mean, like me and Mizu both kind of did. It's kind of shocking because it's just like, I thought you did this kind of. It's like I thought you did this research. I thought you did all these things. You know, she quote unquote spends 10 days in the editing chamber to get all this shit done, and then, and it's something that I've kind of recognized. Because when I first watched her videos, I thought her videos were very well done, and I was like, man, I wish I could do videos like that one day. But now when you look back on things, and it really just, I'm going to equate this to the pirate software thing, and I think Mizu knows where I'm going with this. When you do one thing bad that that some other people are passionate about, they're going to start looking back on your other shit and saying, well, hang on a moment, is that right too? Because ever since this has happened, and we opened the Rima thread, I've noticed that a lot of people are saying, oh yeah, by the way, this is wrong, this has been wrong, this has been wrong, and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so chat, this is a theory I have had about content creation for a while, and to kind of simplify what Occo's saying, when you watch a creator that you think has like some sort of knowledge about a subject, when they talk about a subject that you personally are very knowledgeable about, and they get some part of it wrong, that basically permanently destroys their reputation in your mind. Because no matter what you can do, you will always think of, well, I don't know much about this situation, but the last situation I did know much about, they got everything wrong. So how can I trust that they got this one right?
Yep, pretty much.
It'll basically permanently damage your reputation outside of specific circles of people that just watch all information from every angle.
Hotel says, I find it funny how Rima pulled a nuts by putting an update in the comments and not changing the title / taking the video down.
We'll get to that.
We'll get ahead of that. We'll get there.
Don't get ahead of yourselves. We have a narrative. Or I have a narrative.
We have a narrative chat. We have a narrative. All right. Just like her chat, we have a narrative.
That's stuff that Caliente does. That's sad.
Yeah.
It is. It is, and it's really depressing because like she was so against Caliente, and she's becoming Caliente. I will say that she is becoming Caliente with how she chooses to cover things, and it's bizarre to me.
I will say this because I know both of you mentioned it, but personally, I do not think when you are covering this that you have to reach out to the person you're talking about, but you do have to try and steel man them if you're not. That would be like my caveat. If you're going to talk about somebody, you have to try and paint them as best as you think you can.
Oh, I agree. I mean,
my issue is like, you have a constitutional right to face your accuser, right? And obviously, that's not going to be done in the court of a public opinion or online or anything. But like, you owe it to your own integrity to at least send a DM, reach out in some capacity. And like you said, Mizu, failing that, at least steel manning the accused in a way that at least makes it seem like they're properly represented is the bare minimum you could do, and Rima didn't do that here.
Yeah.
No, she did not.
So obviously Elfinpsyop sees it, and
goes a little insano style on it.
First she says, I just wish she showed my side of the screenshots in story 2. It feels a little unfair. One source of information is not good journalism. And then she has this huge thing here where she basically goes over her side in text form. It is massive. I'm not going to read all of it. Basically, Elfin was under 20, which I'm not saying makes her a child. She was, I think, 18 or 19. And she was basically having phone sex with a bunch of people.
Which sounds about right for a woman of her kind.
Yeah, the thing is,
I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm just saying that sounds about right.
And the thing is, none of them were under any belief that they were in an exclusive relationship with her. They were just having RP sex. And one of them got upset when they found out he wasn't special and that he wasn't the unique one that was getting to have solo RP sex with her. So he goes like on a huge, wild, like trying to take down on her. He accuses her of trying to groom her. Or her trying to groom him, which by the way, she's 19, he's like 26. So like, whatever.
Again, one is of the age that their brain is not fully developed. The other is by like a couple years.
Yeah.
What was the other thing? So the guy who is accusing her of this also saved nude photos of her to fuck with her with. Which is actually a crime in most places at this point.
Like,
wait, I didn't hear that.
Violation of USC 15, yes.
Did you not hear that part?
And Rima took... I didn't know. So Rima took the side of the guy who basically committed revenge pornography against her?
I don't know if he released it, but it probably would be considered that because he was
If he shared
threatening.
it with even one other person, even privately, that wasn't Elfin, without her consent, guess what? That's a violation.
But you're telling me that
100%,
Rima
it's a
took the
felony.
side of that guy
Well, 'cause
who allegedly
I
could have
wouldn't
committed
say
a
that
felony.
she necessarily took the side. She just reported only that side, really.
Oh. See, chat. See, Mizu's never wrong. All right. Like when everything happened with Mizu and Rima, I was like a little scared. But like coming out of it, I was like, you know what? Trust the plan. Mizu is never wrong. This has only reinforced my my theory that Mizu is never wrong. Mizu has never been wrong, and yeah, this is just like good job, Rima. Good job,
Yeah.
Rima.
So-
Fucking
Yeah, and I will say this
fantastic.
too. Bird is very much like just poison to community. The type of person who comes in, they have a lot of money, they donate a lot, but the rest of the chat of Elfin like saw this snake for what he was and knew this was going to happen. So that's why it ended up not like being a big deal when it happened months ago, because everybody in Elfinpsyop's chat already knew what Bird's fucking situation was about and what he was trying to do, and so it was squashed pretty quickly. Rima did a serious disservice to Elfinpsyop and her entire community by basically stirring the pot again.
So
Yeah, pretty much.
I really want to touch on this because again, when people criticize somebody, I think a lot of people end up missing the forest for the trees, and they end up kind of hitting they hit around the target, but they don't really hit the bullseye. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I
a
know what you mean.
huge part
Yeah.
of Rima's excuse was that she did not have Elfinpsyop's side because Elfinpsyop's original stream had been privated because she didn't want to have the drama part of her channel permanently, basically, which she has now unprivated it temporarily for this situation. I don't know if she'll keep it up forever or not. But that was her big
it would be in her
excuse.
best interest too.
That was her big excuse, right? However,
It's a shitty excuse.
I don't think people read this part of her updated statement on YouTube. So this is how she addressed this. By the way, she made an updated statement on YouTube. She didn't change the title. It still
Wait a
says she played her fan base like a dating sim. I have to in here somewhere.
I'm so mad. Just
Here
at
it
the
is.
first line.
So this is the important one for me. I presented her perspective as best I could using what was publicly available, primarily the transcript of her previously privated stream. She
Didn't
had
talk to
the
anybody?
content of the stream. She didn't have the stream itself, but she did have the transcript for it. So she knew what was in it, and she read what was in it.
What?
I remember reading
What I
this and
really
getting
don't
so
like-
pissed off.
Quick update. While I did cover Elfin's side of the situation towards the end of this video, which I would be generous to call that covering Elfin's side, it seems many viewers may have not watched all the way through to hear it, unfortunately. Excuse me, Rima, I watched the entire video twice. You
What a
did not
bitch.
appropriately cover Elfin's side. And
What
to
a
put it on
bitch.
your viewers, oh, you guys didn't view it all the way then. Well, I'm sorry, that's rude.
I think it's super funny that her big excuse was that she didn't have publicly available information. She did have the full transcript, though. Transcript was all you needed to kind of be able to steelman her side of things. And then this is something I kind of talked about with Occo. It's something I have criticized one of our other people for, Alara, where when a situation gets two sides to it, and it's not like an easy slam dunk on one side, Alara would always back out of it and say, this situation's too confusing, I don't know who's telling the truth, so I'm not going to cover it anymore. That doesn't work for me. Rima is kind of doing the same thing here.
To be
'cause
honest, they're both buddies,
God, she's
so
both-
it does
she's
not
both
surprise
siding
me.
she ends with my personal opinion. I believe there's valid criticism to be made on both sides. I don't think anyone involved in this situation is innocent. While yes,
Look,
sometimes
it's really not.
sometimes both sides are wrong. However, there is a certain type of person that whenever they hear both sides, they like immediately default to, well, I guess everybody sucks then. It's like that's not necessarily true. One side could be lying to you, one side could be like manipulating the facts. Just because there are two sides to a situation doesn't mean both sides are immediately equally at fault. Or else every situation would be like that, because there's always two sides. You just don't always hear both sides.
Gosh. I'm sorry. I'm getting way more pissed off now just like knowing some more of these, because I read some of this. I did not know that about the boyfriend, not the boyfriend, but the guy having those pictures, and it's just like,
yeah.
And people trust Rima?
Yeah, and
are you
again,
serious?
If he ends up watching this somehow, if you disseminated those photos to anybody and it comes out, I will be helping Elfin to the fullest extent of the law hold you accountable for the felony that you just committed.
Yeah, I hope that Rima, you better hope that he never does that, because you just gave airspace to somebody like that. I'm not gonna go in the weeds, but like fucking hell, that pisses me off.
Actually,
and this is the problem I have.
I was watching Rima's video during the premiere, and I actually mentioned in the comments that dissemination of nudes or anything like that is a violation, and Rima did agreed with me. I remember that specifically.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, Rima, I hope that the guy that you just took the side of doesn't do that. That is disgusting.
Yeah. This is one of those things, like, I would have been fine just telling her that she was wrong and she's just kind of lazy on it. But I feel like she's doubling down already.
She is doubling down. Not only is she doubling down, but in her Discord server, people are just like laughing at people that are saying that she's wrong. And it's just like...
Oh, they're all delusional.
Unironic. Okay, so I unprivated my video recently. Mizu, you haven't watched it, right?
I have not, admittedly.
Okay. That's fine. Totally fine. I did want to tell you, there was one clip in there that I put in, and I'm already seeing it come true. Do you remember the Jordan Peterson clip where he's talking to Ethan Klein and saying, don't become too homogenized, because otherwise you're going to close yourself off from people that actually matter?
Something
it's
like
already
that,
happening. Yeah, it's already happening. Where the big thing where he's like, don't do this. Don't like get yourself too homogenized. Don't like shrink your circle of friends with people that won't agree with you, because it's going to get to the point where you're the only person left. And this is already it's already happening. It's already happening. It's just good luck.
So
good luck. That's all I got about it.
And I will say again, I won't necessarily say that Rima took Bird's side. I will just say that she covered the side of Bird far more than she gave Elfin and her side coverage.
Yeah.
I would not say it's necessarily like signing off, oh, like, I'm taking Bird's side. I'm just saying it's inadequate reporting and coverage for the type of content you're trying to do. That is the criticism there.
Yes. Before we move on, I wanted to just touch on our fan funding, which thank you guys for the donations. It's always super appreciated. You don't have to, but it is enjoyed by us. So for Faputa's top guy sent 2 gift subs, or gift memberships, I forgot we're not on Twitch. 2 gift memberships, thank you very much. Celia Knox for 2, in my opinion, I think Rima is worse than Kat. I don't necessarily think Rima is worse than Kat. I think she's do more damage
Definitely
than
not.
Kat. Because Rima actually does have like a reputation of being good at this. Kat really doesn't have a reputation among VTubers as necessarily being that intelligent. To be quite frank.
And it's getting worse.
You'll notice since the Doki Bird video, she hasn't really done any VTubering stuff. It's been mostly artist coverage, and the views are abysmal.
Well, that's because her thing was VTubers.
After the Alicia call out and the Doki Bird call out, like her VTuber coverage is done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I think she realized that she's lost that area, because like Doki Bird is loved by everybody. Literally, like Doki Bird is just one of those characters where like you can't hate her because everybody loves her except for the Niji Sanji stands, but nobody cares about them because they all suck regardless. So, like, I think she realized that she fucked it by going after Doki Bird when Doki Bird literally did nothing wrong.
You're basically the guy that crucified Jesus
and
at
even
that point.
worse is, like, her hate past and how she made content was like, okay, I'm gonna cover these documents, right? She wrote the Doki Bird document that she quote-unquote covered, which is even more disgusting to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah. And she didn't even, like, she portrayed it as if, oh, I'm looking at these things that have never existed. When, yeah, she wrote them. And it's just, that's kind of gross.
Also to clarify,
Ma'am.
no, Rima did not go after Doki.
No,
We're
Rima
talking
did
about
not.
Cat Liente.
Yes.
Cat Liente went after Doki
AKA
Bird.
cat and chat.
And it basically, her reputation was already in the gutter, but by targeting Doki Bird, she found a deeper spot in the gutter.
Pretty much.
She's basically in the sewer at this point.
Yeah, she hit low.
What I will say is if Rima continues to go down this, because here's the thing. Rima's thing is doing documentary style things on VTuber drama. That's great. That's well and good. But I feel like the problem she's jumping into is she's talking about dramas that may be more complex or may have multiple sides. And the way she's choosing to cover it is going to, in my personal opinion, open her up to more criticism. Because, like, here's the thing. Elfin is, like, she's a decently sized creator. I actually watched one of her streams just to see, like, what her decent size is. She got between, like, 300 to 500 CCV. That's pretty decent on YouTube as a mid to high tier size content creator. If you start going after big people like that and doing stories like that, and you get it wrong, like I'm still waiting to see how the Cinder thing ends, but if you continue to get it wrong, people are going to recognize that you're not a reliable source and start to say, well, what about all your other shit that you've done? And they're going to start to look at it deeper. Because, like, the problem is, this isn't the first, this isn't the second, this isn't even the third time Rima's gotten something wrong. People have told me that she's gotten stuff wrong in the past before.
When I used to watch Rima, like back like a year or two ago, like back before her new model and stuff, she didn't used to like cover VTuber drama. She used to do like VTuber dossiers. She would choose a subject and then she would basically just cover that VTuber's career. From when it started, how it went, any controversies, and then where they are now. Yeah. That is what I knew her and fell in love with her content over. That was the good stuff.
But that takes a lot of work.
But now she's shifted
it does
into
take
this
a lot
drama
of work.
coverage that it does. But I mean, look, if her content shift is because those styles of videos were too hard, I'm like, look, maybe put in a little bit more effort because these videos, they come across as like just low effort slop. And I know Rima is better than that because I fell in love with that content.
Well, what's interesting to me is it did take a turn at some point. I don't know which video you would say it did, but it has taken a turn where that's not her content anymore. Her content is basically doing nice girl drama slop, where, you know, that's fine. You can be the nice girl. You can be the ethics person, like how fucking Armchair kind of described it. But again, if you get it more and more and more wrong, more people are going to notice. Because again, like I said, when it came to Cinder, everybody hated Cinder. They're not going to bat an eye at what she did. When it came to a couple other people, they're not going to bat an eye. When it or like especially with Cat Liente. When it comes to Elfin might not be like a huge creator, but a lot of people that I know liked what Rima did also hated her Elfin video and started to criticize her for it. Like a lot of people that hate us because of what she talked about with us now are upset with her because of her Elfin video.
Well, basically what happens with drama, like how kind of she's doing it, is you have to constantly get bigger and bigger, which means one of two things. Either what you're talking about has to be very extreme, or the person you're talking about has to be very big. So, and the thing is, as the further up you go, the bigger and bigger person you have to talk to, because now your channel is bigger and bigger, and nobody wants to hear your channel talk about like some 2-view nobody unless they're like an actual like John Wayne Gacy-esque person, right?
Yeah, so pretty much.
You're slowly increasing more and more, but the thing is, as you get bigger and you target bigger people, they're more likely to punch back. Because now they have to punch back because you brought so much hate to their doorstep, right? It's kind of like the difference between...
Elfin was pretty much done with its drama, which again, I will say, was not really drama. It was a group of men far older than a girl who, I don't know, just weird, like almost high school level, like dating drama bullshit that wasn't even dating, and it was all online. So basically, it's weird, and Elfin was ready to be done with it, and then Rima made this video.
Well, more so what I'm getting at, right, is if I talk about somebody big, and maybe I'm not a good example because it seems like everybody I talk about ends up imploding on themselves,
Accurate though.
If I talk crap about somebody big at my size, it's basically like getting punched by a toddler. You don't really have to care because I'm not going to do any
Well, you are the
damage.
size of a toddler.
Yeah. 'Cause I'm not going to do any damage to you. I'm not going to hurt your business. None of that's going to happen. But when Rima comes and talks about you, it's like getting punched in the face by a full-grown adult because her account is that big now. Now they have to defend themselves, or they at least feel like they have to defend themselves. So
Exactly.
you can't just do
why-
this, I'm just going to talk about it in my corner thing anymore. Now you have to sit down and get in a fight with them because they feel like they need to defend themselves.
I mean, I'm kind of slowly getting that place myself because even though I've only got 15,000 subs, I'm big enough where if I say something, people are going to pay attention to what I have to say. So I have to pay attention to the fact that if I don't get it right, a lot of people are going to get pissed off at me. That's the thing that I'm sitting here and I'm like, why doesn't Rima think of this? Why isn't she thinking at her size that people aren't going to respond to this kind of stuff? It makes no damn sense whatsoever. And again, she's going to have her insulated group of her fans, her people that are...
Part of it is the algorithm. Like her dossier videos were good, but they were like, they never hit on like current hot drama and anything that was relevant.
Right, because it was all...
Yeah.
I think when Rima like first started making videos on drama that's far more recent, she got that algo hit and she's like, oh, this is way better.
Yeah, you have to not
Oh, I know
care
she
about
did.
Because, like,
Dude.
my Shy
exactly.
Lily video got, I think it's like at 8,000 now, and for impressions it's like 20,000. I can't chase that. But you have to understand that that is the anomaly. That's not the thing you're supposed to chase. Because you can't.
Well, here's the thing, Mizu. YouTube isn't your job. YouTube is like occasionally a fun extra little paycheck that you're gonna get and then declare on your taxes at the end of the year. YouTube is Rima's job.
I will tell this to chat because chat, you guys do support us extremely well. I'm at the point where YouTube each month pays me out about 2 weeks worth of my paycheck every month.
Hey, congratulations. I'm very happy for you.
Yeah,
That's
That's
great.
really good.
It is slowly increasing. I am genuinely at the point right now where I could probably go part-time at my job. Although I'm not going to do that because I need to. It needs to be more consistent. But
yeah.
I mean, the support my chat gives me literally pays my rent. So.
By the way, chat, I just want this. I like to bring this up because it throws me for a loop when people don't understand this. Just from you guys and my tiny little channel, I am making about half of my month's pay just doing YouTube. And then you look at people like these huge YouTubers that tell you they're not making enough money, and they're like 100 times my size.
And it's just like, where the fuck does the money go? Oh, you know, I know where the money's going because did you see that meme recently where a girl's like, I have $10,000 I make per month. I spend 5,000 on trips. And I'm just like,
yeah,
excuse
like,
me?
Trips to what?
Excuse me?
Your entire job is online. Like, what are you talking about that you have to spend $5,000 on travel a month?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I know you know where their money's going.
You're talking about.
Yeah.
Drugs.
I mean, yeah, they do live in California.
That's where it's going.
That's another problem. If your job is entirely online, there is zero value of you living in California or another high cost of living place.
Dude, after
Honestly,
I'm done, after my lease expires, all right, in a couple of months, I am going to find a place where I don't have to pay a lot in rent. Because it's just like, yeah, I could probably make a decent chunk of money.
In the middle of fucking nowhere, get Starlink.
Well, if I can get good internet without Starlink, I won't. But if I need to, I will. But like the point I'm trying to make is, like, the fact that all of these creators think that they have to live in these areas is just like, you guys are fucking retards. How is it that I know how to make better money than you do? I don't know. But like, to go back to Rima, just to cap it off.
It's not even about like a matter of making money and about you make it. It's just like people don't know how to budget or like finance themselves anymore. Like,
they
like
can afford a person to do that at that size.
Exactly, they could, and that's all they would honestly need to do. And boom, their problems.
You would definitely think.
Yeah, like at that size, you can afford a person to do that for you.
Yeah,
if I was that size, I'm hiring a financial advisor.
Exactly.
They're doing all my taxes for me too, like listing out everything I need for that. Like we are. Also,
so you're hiring a CPA, is what you're telling me?
Yeah, fair.
Yes.
I have no problem admitting my money management is shit. Today's video is sponsored by
mine is
Rocket
too.
Money. If they want to sponsor us, I'll do it.
That would actually be fucking hilarious.
But before we get too off, I want to keep going through the super chats, right? So we had Celia Knox for 2. Rima sold her integrity for money. Rolgar for 2. All-knowing Mizu, can I have the lottery numbers? I've talked about this on past streams before. I will not use my powers for good. I will only use my powers for what entertains me at that given moment.
Chaotic neutral.
Exactly. Paputa's top guy for 5. YouTube fame got to Rima. She doesn't care anymore now that she's established. That is also a possibility that we have discussed on our last stream about it, is that it is possible, like, once you get to a big enough size, you just become your real self, and you're like, I don't have to care anymore. I make plenty already.
Yeah. Well, just look at Ricada. Look what happened with Ricada. I think that Ricada...
I mean, yeah.
A lot of people are like, is this what Ricada really was? And I'm like, yeah, I think this is actually what Ricada truly was. The difference is that he didn't have the money to express it. Money, when you're allowed to do whatever, this is kind of why I'm okay with, like, having a little bit of suffering in life, because I really don't want to be Occo with enough money to do whatever the fuck I want, because I would prefer to be the Occo that has to work so that I don't, like, get to be the lazy SOB all day. You know what I mean? Now,
guys
granted, I don't think
know
that
what Rich Mizu's idea of a good day is.
Sleeping all day.
No, if I am like genuinely rich, you are gonna catch me streaming all day from within, like, a pool. I'm gonna have, like, a stream set up that I can take in the pool with me.
Yeah, I could see that.
And I'm just gonna hang out in the pool all day. Be like, hey guys, I'm streaming from my in-ground pool. Suck a dick.
Are you gonna be?
Yeah,
Are you gonna like? I'll go ahead. Sorry.
No, you go.
I was just gonna say, you're gonna do IRL camera at that point, or are you just gonna say you're in a pool?
I'm just gonna tell people I'm in a pool.
Fair. I mean, you could tell people you're in a pool right now, and people would probably believe you.
Yeah, but I don't want to lie to people.
Fair enough. Fair enough. What I was gonna say, just to kind of like round it out, and then we'll get back to supers. I think when it comes to Rima, I think she did chase that high, and now that she's got that high, I think she realizes that if she doesn't continue to meet that high, she's not gonna get the algorithm. Because one thing I do know about the algorithm is if you chase it and you're lucky enough to get that high, because I know she knows how to play the algorithm, because she's told me some things before about how to play the algorithm. But if you stop chasing that high of the algorithm, your channel dies. And I think she knows that, and I think she knows that if she doesn't chase that algorithm, her channel is going to die. And I know she knows that because, again, she's told me how the system works. She tells me how to play the game. And so I think... That's why you
just need consistency, though.
Well, I agree. And that's why I think you need to choose something that won't get you into that spot where you're stuck in a hole. Yeah. Because I think that she has written herself into a hole where she has to make content like this, and that she has to do stuff like this. And it's just like, one part of me feels kind of bad because it's just like, you put yourself in this position and I hope you can get out of it. The other part's just like, you're being an asshole intentionally, and I know it's for self-preservation purposes, and I know that if you don't act like this, you're gonna fall apart, and you know that. So I don't feel bad.
Imagine how much less the criticism for this video would be if even at the end she put up like, Elvin has since moved on from these allegations. She's addressed them and dismissed them, and her community continues to thrive and grow. Like, something that just shows that, like, yeah, they're like where are they now kind of thing. What she used to do.
Yeah.
Which she doesn't do anymore. And now it's like, well, I leave it up to you. Do you think she was bad or good? I think there's room for both opinions. It's like, no, like, you don't even have to give those opinions. You can give what happened to her, where she is now, and what's going on, and boom, there's the video.
That was ultimately my complaint with it, was that it's, and I'd said that the day before, although it was a subtweet because I didn't want people getting on my shit again. Kind of tired of them messing with me. But I did say that it's, you know, it's fine to cover old drama. You need to make it very clear it's old, and that, like, we're not dealing with it right now. And
yeah.
A lot of people don't understand how difficult it is to make sure people know it's old. I think June the King does it pretty good because he does the full history, right, start to finish, and he's constantly mentioning dates. He's like, the month of this year,
yes.
The month of this year, the month of this year. We have covered stuff on really before on stream with a picture of what we're talking about and a giant date underneath it, and still have people come in the chat and go, so when was this? Did this happen today? And it's like, no, you can see the date under it. It happened a month ago. But that's the kind of like thing you have to keep in mind, is people don't notice that stuff. So you have to be extremely clear that it's old. Extremely.
Yeah.
And what I feel bad for here too is this was still recent enough for Elfin that she had just put it behind her. She had probably just started waking up where she didn't have to think about this freaking blight that happened, right? And then this video drops and boom, she's right back to where she was months ago.
Didn't June the King make a softball video on Jello Apocalypse? That did happen. Video kind of sucks. I don't know why he's being like so like softball with him.
You know what's funny is if there wasn't any drama this week, I told Mizu that we were gonna do some reacting on June the King. But yeah, I heard that was the case.
Yeah,
but no,
it's not necessarily like a bad video. Like, he still goes over the facts of everything that happened. He just like super softballs him for some reason. It's like, no, the guy admitted that he was intentionally trying to bastardize translations of stuff in a company, and he only got caught because he was trying to brag about it to people. Like, that's just kind of an asshole move. And then he's like just softballing him with it. It's like, well, you know, he was just doing what he thought was right, and at the end of the day, the manga didn't get like bastardized anyway, so it's not really a problem, is it? It's like, no, it's still a huge problem.
It's still something that a company could sue you over if they figured out what you were doing.
Just because you didn't manage to hurt somebody doesn't mean you're suddenly a good person when you fail at it. When you said you were going to do it. You still said you were going to do it. I don't know why he's trying to like baby him so much.
Yeah, I will say, I really did feel bad for Elfin, because based off of what I saw on her Twitter, it did seem to very deeply affect her that somebody would do something like Rima did. And I'm not trying to moral fiend here, because I think that's dumb and gross and gay. But like, I really feel like, unfortunately for Elfin, she takes a lot of these things a little bit more seriously, and I feel for her, because that's something that she herself has to move past. But I hope she does, because this really sucks. But I can't imagine like what she's kind of going through right now. It looks like she's really sad.
Does Rima even realize the kind of second order effect she has at her size? No, she does not.
No, she does not.
She tried to criticize me repeatedly for calling myself a small creator.
Yeah, I do think that's kind of the
maybe that's the ESL in her. I have no idea.
The biggest criticism of Rima is she does not seem to realize the effect that she has at her size.
Yeah. And like
because if she did, I think a lot of the other smaller criticisms that I have would self-correct.
Yeah, well, because like her and her community tried to insult me multiple times in her Discord for my little thing I'll always do, where I tell people don't go harass them, leave them alone. Like, we're just here to point and laugh. We're not here to go mess with them. And it's like, no, that's something you have to do, even at my size. Because if I have just like one person who listens to me say that,
Rima
that's
doesn't
good.
do in her videos.
Yeah.
She doesn't care.
Like even like people like Salvi and stuff.
No, she doesn't care.
Mention,
Here's how I know she doesn't care.
Let's not
Here's how I know she doesn't care.
It's been going on for a long time.
No, that's fair. I know she doesn't care, and I think that there will be a day of rake for it, because there's a lot of hypocrisy I'm seeing, and all I'm gonna say is I'm archiving everything that people give me, because I don't think she realizes just how hypocritical she's being, and one day people will find out. So
yeah. So
that's all I'm gonna say.
By the way, earlier when I said I'm going to talk about super chats, we only had like 3, and as soon as I said that, we got like 10. So we're going to be here for just a couple minutes more. Remember, or Keoguerio for 5, remember Rima does deep dive informative content for archival purposes. All that is in quotations. They're making fun of it. God, why can't I see this person's
Well, yeah, that's
full
like
name?
what
It's
I
too long.
knew her for.
So I'm only getting the first part of your name. I'm sorry, the rest of it's cut off. But Vin Maru for 10. You always need at least one person around who can and is willing to call you stupid unless you do something stupid. I've said this repeatedly.
I agree.
Because I think a lot of people got suckered in by this idea that a true friend is the person that is in the back of the police car with you. No, a true friend is the person that kept you out of the back of the police car.
Or the one arresting you, saying you're a fucking retard.
Yeah. The true friend is not the one who's
grabbing
like,
you and pulling you out of the situation before the cops show up.
Yeah. The true friend is not the one jumping off the cliff with you. They're the one that's pulling you back from the cliff edge. And saying, no, dude, that's stupid.
Like,
don't do that.
You know what's
funny?
Bungee.
You know what's funny is I got a lot of friends like that. I got Mizu for one. Mizu's probably my biggest one right now. I got my friend Malice, who is like one of my personal friends that isn't a streamer or anything. And he's pretty good at doing that as well. I mean, I do have a decent chunk of friends who are like the friend and isn't overly critical. You know, like Temp and I'd say Ava probably and a couple other people. But like, it is very important for you to have that one hypercritical friend who's just willing to say, I think you look like a retard right now, man. Yeah. And that's why I cherish people like Mizu and Malice, because like, I know that if I didn't have them, I would not be anywhere as a content creator. I personally attribute part of me being able to keep my head on straight because of people like them.
Yeah. Like it's
and if you don't have somebody like that, and if you don't have somebody like that in your life, you are going, like, there are people that I think that can get very far without them. But I think there's going to be a point where if you don't have somebody like that in your life, you're just going to fucking fall over. And people are going to laugh at you when it happens.
Yeah, like, there's a scene from The Walking Dead I'm reminded of where, like, Rick basically is crashing out and turning on the group going, you need us, you didn't, like, Michonne fucking comes right up, knocks him the fuck out. She wasn't against him. It's like, dude, you are making everything way worse. It's time to shut up. If you don't have somebody coming willing to knock you out because they're being that stupid, you don't have a good friend.
No, and everybody needs at least one, all right? It's nice to have more than one, but if you have at least one, I'd say that you do pretty good in life. So, get yourself a Mizu, chat. Not him, he's mine.
So we have Avenged for 5. Found it funny how Rima is now in her own echo chamber. Magma Fox, member for 6 months, thank you. At the moment, I don't think I can attribute malice to laziness, but I'm finding it harder to justify Rima's actions.
I can say it's both, in my personal opinion. You can be lazy and malicious at the same time.
Little of column A, little of column B.
And I'd say that.
The last one for now, Wolfsbane for 5. Did y'all hear that Nintendo amended one of their patents during the middle of the lawsuit? They may not even have a case and are suing to sue, ? I personally don't think they have a case at all. The only reason I haven't talked more about it is because the primary lawsuit is in Japan. Patent law and copyright law and all that is already super confusing. I am not about trying to figure it out in other countries.
Yeah, so patent law especially, just in the United States, for instance, you have to pass a special bar exam to be a patent attorney. Think about that. Like, I passed the bar exam and the federal bar in California. I am not qualified to be a patent attorney. I would have to pass another test.
And I'm sure that test is even harder than the regular bar.
Yes. I will say,
I don't know about harder.
I have kept up with this a little bit. So I have learned from a patent attorney specifically that in Japan, even if you are currently in a lawsuit, can amend your patent. Even if the
fucking way.
Yeah, even if the patent is subject to the lawsuit. However, the amendment to the patent can only narrow the scope. It cannot fundamentally change. Yeah, it cannot fundamentally change the patent.
So it cannot broaden it.
And it can't broaden it.
It can only narrow it.
It can only narrow the scope. And the purpose is specifically to try and prevent you from losing the patent entirely. So if you go to court and the court's saying, I don't really think you have a case, this patent is overbroad, they are allowed to go through and amend it to be more narrow.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, though, it does...
Yeah, because otherwise the judge might just go, okay, this patent needs to be removed from the registry.
It does feel a little cheaty, though. Understandably, it does feel a little cheaty. Because it's like, well, now you've made it overbroad. I feel a lot better knowing
that they can only narrow the scope of it, though.
Yeah, you can only narrow the scope, and you can't change what it's about. It has to be about the exact same thing, just more specific. it still feels a little cheaty when I feel like realistically it should be like your patent was overbroad, you don't have a case, rather than your patent was overbroad, and you narrow it, and then we can continue with the case. I don't like it. It feels a little cheaty. But
that is a little cheaty, IMO.
Because then it feels like you can just make a really broad one and then slowly amend it to be more and more narrow during the case.
Technically, yeah. I feel like that's exactly what, like, especially experienced law teams, like those at Nintendo, would do.
Yeah. It's not as bad
because
as it sounds,
now they're able to,
but it still sucks.
like, say, file against a company with a broad patent, and they go, okay, well, it's because they're doing this, right? And then they go to look at the patents, like, now they've narrowed the patent to specify and tailor make their complaint appropriate. That's literally rigging the system.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't think it's very good. And I think it's also a way to drain people of money by very slowly, in the smallest increments possible, narrowing your patent and repeatedly coming back to court over it. I don't like it. But it's not as bad as some people made it sound. It's still bad, though, personally.
Yeah.
We do have one more big subject tonight. Before we touch on it, and I didn't ask Occo if I could do this, but I'm going to do it anyways because I think it's funny. I wanted to share you guys some artwork I got this week.
Oh. Wait, what?
No way.
You've seen the artwork.
Oh, is it the...
Here you go, chat. I had somebody make me and Lumi a movie poster.
It's a good one.
I thought it was very funny, and I had an idea for it at like 3 a.m. and immediately sent it to Rage and was like, hey, Rage, I have an idea. Can you get me in touch with an artist so I could flesh it out with them?
And
It's
I think
beautifully
Rage's
funny.
biggest mistake was allowing you to talk to the artist without them present.
I will say, because it's hard to tell in the picture, but my fun little hoodie jacket thing I have on has been converted into a long water trench coat.
I love it.
I specifically said I wanted it to look like one of those flasher trench coats that you see in...
I get it, because the Alien
smart,
versus...
that's smart.
I get it, oh my gosh.
Yeah, Alien versus Predator, yeah. Yeah. The Flasher.
I had this idea like a month ago, and I told somebody about it, and the only commentary I got back on it was, it is diabolical to call yourself the Predator.
It's funny,
It's
but I
hilarious.
agree.
I also love that Lumi, like, legitimately looks, like, somewhat perturbed, and you're just smug as fuck. You're like, what you gonna do?
Someone said alien and Lumi and thought they said illegal alien and signed up. I told them illegal alien in sombrero with mustache.
It works.
Amazing.
That's the best part, is it works.
I didn't come up with the step stool idea, by the way. The artist came up with the step stool thing all on their own. I just
that's
asked her.
honestly fucking tops.
The step stool makes it funnier.
Yeah. That was a great idea. I have to admit I didn't think of that part.
Yeah.
That was them. I think it's even better that I'm on a step stool and Lumi is still leaning down, because Lumi's like 8 feet tall canonically.
So, is this the same artist that did...
7'2"?
Yes, something like that.
It's Tim.
Is this the same artist that did the art of you in the pool?
I think so. I'd have to double check with Red.
All right.
How to prompt
Have you
artist.
shown that
That's
art?
him in the pool, shooting down people.
Yeah, that was a great
That's
art
fucking
piece.
I didn't.
You need to show that off.
I love that art piece.
I know it's in my DMs with Rage. I can probably find it really quick. Give me 2 seconds.
It's... You don't keep it
I think you sent it
saved?
to me,
No, it
too.
is saved. I just don't know what folder it's in, and I don't want to go through my folders on stream.
I mean, you could hide your you could hide the screen, like I do.
I could. Well, I don't show my whole screen. Oh, not a link.
Well, yeah, but like I have a thing, an overlay that well, not an overlay, but I have like a little toggle for an image that hides the screen when I don't want to show. It's very useful for when I don't want to show me searching through tabs or like hide personal information.
Oh god, I forgot about the kissing photo that somebody made.
Oh, that was fucking great.
The one between you and Rima.
There
I
it
still
is,
feel like that
chat.
could happen one day. Excuse me.
This one was also made. The only one I have a
There it
complaint
is, that's
about
a
is
great
the
one.
Earth updates one because it's very. I kind of pictured him like in a suit. I know not everybody wants to make their opposition look good, but I kind of pictured him as like a guy in a suit with like a Earth as a head.
I'm gonna be real. People in suits can look evil.
Yeah. I'm not.
So that kind of fits, in my opinion.
If I was designing him, I would have made him like a tall guy in a suit, like a Slender Man looking guy with then like an Earth for a face. Admittedly,
No, it's funny. I think the
one
Earth
of these people I
updates
haven't
post
done
on my
anything
Twitter
to
is the
other than
highest
say that I
paid.
hate them on stream.
Yeah, it's literally all they've done.
Wait, which one?
Oh, my post on Earth updates.
Oh, fair enough.
Me mentioning that Earth updates blocked me and that he committed defamation per se against A. Sing Young. I think that has like 320,000 views.
Yeah.
SFO is wearing a Flash shirt. Ironic that he wears that in like his model or his.
Yeah, that's like
PNG.
part of his thing.
Yeah, he does.
I don't really understand.
It's
the
hilarious. It's autism. All autistic boys wear shit
He's
like
the
that
fastest man
sometimes.
alive.
purpose. I know I shouldn't, but should I show the kissing picture?
It's
sort
up
of
to
relevant.
you.
Right.
It's up to. I'll be honest. I don't know if certain people have known of this picture, and they will definitely know of it after you show it.
I will show it. So chat,
I mean-
in fairness to me and in fairness to us, none of us commissioned this.
Yes, this
was
was
posted on our meme chat against our will.
Yes, just like the
This is
Rima.
basically
or not
a
Rima.
just fuck already post.
This
This-
was a.
This was by somebody
Okay.
that legitimately did like both of us and said that you two need to kiss and make up already.
And they drew this. That's fucking amazing. Yeah,
It is kind of funny.
Tops.
It is.
The only problem is you're cucking. You're cucking your boyfriend, but otherwise.
People did edit the picture with that in it as well.
I.
On my
Oh my
side,
God.
there's an edit where on my side there's Atari in the background, and on Rima's side there's some guy that apparently simps for her in chat all the time. I
Oh
don't know
really?
his
Oh my god, that's
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
Apparently she has an orbiter that a lot of people know about and was trying to like flirt with her in super chats one day.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, so
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
somebody got his PNG and put it on her side.
That's.
So
Oh
we
my god, that's horrible.
we both cuck somebody. There's
That's
extra
awesome.
edits. Yeah, people have made multiple edits of this. Somebody also did an animation of this. It's on Twitter. I'd have to go find it. Somebody did Unibad, one of my old friends, did the really low res picture of the two people with like their mouths wide open and just like sucking face.
Just
It's a
macking
popular
on it.
meme image, but I can't remember what it's called. People
Dear
love
god,
this.
they're eating each other's faces.
People thought it was very funny, which to be fair, it was.
It was very hilarious for sure. But again, you didn't commission it.
Yeah, just to clarify, it was not up to me. I did not commission it. It was not my thing.
It was slander by the manager.
I did think it was funny though. Also, Occo, would you like to prompt the people on the next issue while I go pee?
Yes, I can do that very briefly. Okay, so chat, the next thing we're going to talk about tonight, which I think will probably be maybe about as long, maybe even longer than the last subject, is the VTARDS situation. So the VTARDS situation is one that I've kind of decided to make my personal, like, observance, partially because Akemi is one of the biggest fake individuals in the world. By the way, I have to premise, if you like the VTARDS, that's completely fine. I feel like they are all fake individuals, especially now that the one that might have been the most real has left. But maybe the Nines girl is real too. But I feel like everybody from VTARDS is completely fake, completely unreal, and a lot of people actually think that they are real. I am not convinced, actually. I am very far from being convinced that they are real. But, excuse me, the reason why I'm interested in them is because it started with Akemi, and Akemi was somebody that, like, when I first saw her explode onto the scene, I was like, oh, there's another VTuber, they're getting canceled. It was kind of like a mini curse situation, so I was like, okay, you know, I can sympathize with them and all that kind of shit. Then she got mad at me because I left her on read, and I asked her about a situation where she had doxed somebody herself after getting doxed. And I don't care what people say. I have talked with quite a lot of people. I think Ava, you can agree or disagree on this. What she did, where she reposted pictures of a person from one public place to another, is a form of doxing, because it is reposting images to a completely new audience in a completely new setting for and in my opinion, it was for a very malicious purpose to freak out and scare the individual. So I am of the opinion that she did do a form of doxing, because it was reposting.
Oh, are you talking about 653.2?
Wait, what?
653.2 of the California Penal Code. Every person who, with intent to place another person in reasonable fear for his or her safety or the safety of the other person's immediate family by means of an electronic communication device and without consent of the other person, and for the purposes of imminently causing that other person unwanted physical contact, injury, or harassment by third-party electronically distributes or makes available for downloading personal identifying information, including but not limited to a digital image of another person or electronic message of that person's identifying information.
Yeah. So yes. So I'm of the opinion that she basically doxed the other person when they doxed her, and so she got mad at me for asking her questions. Basically, TLDR. I have a stream of it on my channel. One of the most recent things that she did, in my personal opinion, to try and get attention, was to start a group called VTards. And basically, VTards is a big group full of a bunch of tiny VTubers who have no idea what they're doing, who allegedly do have real Nazis in their group, although based off of the information I've seen, I doubt it, and I doubt that they are actually, like, being real.
Nazi, unless they were around during World War II Germany and they were a member of the political party. They're not a fucking Nazi.
Yes. Also, you kind of have to be white to be a Nazi, and we'll get into that, but a lot of people a lot of people don't think that the girl who is actually pretending to be a Nazi is white. A lot of people actually think that she is Argentinian, based off of her accent or some other things.
You can still be white and Argentinian.
Can you?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm of the opinion that you have to be right now, and maybe this is a little bit racist of me, but you kind of have to be Aryan in order to be a Nazi, in my personal opinion.
You can be born in Argentina and have Aryan lineage.
Fair enough.
Saying.
You have to understand, there's a reason Hitler ran away to Argentina.
Yes.
So are you saying that she is the Argentinian child of
an actual Nazi? Holy shit.
There is a chance, I guess so. All I'm saying, Chad, is I don't think that this girl is actually Nazi. Some people have told me that they think she is real in her beliefs. Okay, maybe I can believe that. I can believe that
to clarify it, we're not saying, oh, we don't believe that she's a part of the Nazi party. We're saying we don't believe she's actually racist, or she actually believes any of her Natsock stuff.
Yeah, she's doing this for shock value.
Yeah, it seems like she's doing
it for a bit.
And this came up because somebody on one of her streams told her to say the N-word, and she said it like a kid who was trying to hide from their parents while they were playing Fortnite.
She went, look, I like playing with knee gears.
She was so
gears on your knees.
And it's just like,
look,
if
I
you're...
didn't say anything wrong.
Oh, fuck.
All you have to do is watch Sinner's Tide from last week, where Atari said that, told Dama should not say the N-word. I forget what we were talking about, even though Dama's black. And I was like, oh, what N-word? And I just said it. you can sometimes.
Yeah,
doesn't
exactly.
matter.
Okay,
chat's correcting. It was just saying.
This Nazi, remember, the self-proclaimed Nazi, basically blushed like a little squirrel girl and whispered and muttered the freaking word.
Yeah, I am getting corrected right now, chat. Allegedly, she is not even Argentinian, which, if true, that is even funnier. But regardless, not a real Nazi in my personal opinion. And I am going to say that partially because I don't agree, and partially because I do think that it pisses her off when you say that she's not a real Nazi. Just based off of what I've seen, I don't think she's a real Nazi. I think that it's all a LARP. I think it's all a grift. And I feel like that grift is falling apart for them very quickly based off of the situation that literally happened 1 week, less than a week. All right, 1 week after they all came together, one of their members has already fucking left the building. All right, already left the building.
This is like another Mizu was right situation too, by the way.
That's right, because Mizu kind of called it, didn't you?
Before we go too far into this, I'm gonna share this with
and
chat.
it was literally a fucking. I'm not even joking.
I'm sorry, I have to, chat. It's relevant. It's relevant to the situation.
Oh, you're browner than I expected.
I can't fucking even right now, my god.
Gosh damn it. That's beautiful.
Holy shit.
General White Savior, you're browner than I expected.
Oh shit, that's pretty good.
It's a good meme. No wonder he was never granted the rank of master.
That's so good.
That was a very famous meme for a time when people would post pictures of the Nazi 4chan meetups and like everybody there was brown.
Yeah.
Just goes to show you, the true Aryans are the brown people we made along the way.
Oh my god!
See, this is the thing, right?
Well,
and
there's a reason why in the Boondocks, like Uncle Ruckus might be a parody of a character, but there are people out there like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
there are
even
black people
before
like
Uncle
that.
Ruckus, there was the Chappelle Show. Remember the blind white supremacist?
Yes.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it's one of the best kids ever. And he's black as sin, but he's blind, so he doesn't know that.
Yeah. See, this is kind of what I'm talking about, right? We're all sitting here joking around, and we could say it like with more gusto than these supposedly like this supposed actual Nazi racists.
Well, what's funny is, so we talk about how this Nazi's not able to scream the N-word like she actually believes in it. Amal just comes out on screen and she said it. Like, Amal fucking sung.
Yeah, Amal doesn't give a fuck.
She sung Kanye West's Heil Hitler song, all right? She sung that song from beginning to end. And I'm pretty sure, because I've listened to that song before. It's got at least a few N-words in there. It's got a good chorus, I'll tell you that.
Kind of a bop.
It does have a really good chorus.
All right, so like these Nazis got a long way to go before they're actually a Nazi. All right, they got miles to climb.
Say it with your chest, Mizu contemptuously. Yes, say it with your chest.
Yes, exactly. It's like if you really want me to believe it, you actually got to speak it. All right, and I'm gonna tell you right. I'm gonna tell you right now. Amal is like 10 times more racist. And more genuine, in my personal opinion, than these people attempt to be. It's really, really funny.
Well, I talked about this with somebody else, but back in young Mizu days, when I was a edgy young teenager, I was in both socialist and not socialist, like, Telegram groups talking to people.
Oh gosh.
Trust me, I've seen actual, like, crazy racists and how they talk. These girls are not crazy racist. They were doing this for a bit.
No, I mean,
exactly.
Or they're skinwalkers at best.
Oh, I think they're skin. So okay,
exactly. A racist exists as like somebody who like legitimate that has hatred in their heart for it. Like, oh shit, I think I said something racist, but I'm not sure. Well, then you didn't say something racist, because again, it's all about intent and view. And yeah, these girls don't have the gonads for it.
Yeah,
no,
so
I don't think they do.
An actual like white supremacist, they probably are going to end up saying the N-word a lot just because they know it gets under people's skin. But they will just say black with like just as much vitriol, and you can tell they mean
with venom. Yeah, exactly.
Just the color black. They will say it with venom. And you can tell they like mean it in a hateful way.
They'll say it in a way that like it's not like a raise of their voice or anything. It's just, yeah, those black people. It's like, wow, whoa, Jesus. Okay, I know where I am. Oh my God.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a lot of them don't feel the need for slurs. They're like, your race is a slur in itself.
It's usually a look.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's it. They view your existence as less than human.
Yeah.
Which means that they could compliment you and it would sound like an insult.
Yeah. That's how you get these people that it's like, I know you don't mean it. You're doing it for a bit. You're doing it because you think it's funny and it's edgy. And maybe there are like some little things here and
honestly,
there.
Honestly, yeah, Hero 1-1 makes a good point. Uki and his remarks on white people is a classic example of an actual racist.
No, I agree. Uki is way more racist than these girls are.
Yeah. You can just tell by how he just says white. White people.
Yeah, exactly. Like how he refers to them, how like his face sets and you see like aggressive markers. Again, behavior panel stuff doesn't matter, but like I see the actual contempt on his face, or not on his face, but rather when in his mouth, like in his voice, because when you clench, like if I clench my teeth, when I talk with anger, you can hear it.
Yeah. And these girls don't. So here's what's funny. I don't know who in the Discord said it. If you're on stream, please shout yourself out. But somebody on the Discord posited that the Akemi girl is actually just like a skinwalker based off of who she's dating. Because the person that she's dating right now is like a newer boyfriend. And some people think that this is like a more recent development, that she's kind of like adopted the views of her boyfriend, basically.
So just so we know, chat.
Oh, so she's just a chameleon.
Skinwalker is a term that came from 4chan back in the day. Specifically it's sort of referring to like the Skinwalker legends. But it basically meant a white girl who would change her entire like philosophy and belief system based on who was around her at the time, particularly boyfriends. And I guess it's kind of like the progenitor to a pick-me. But like a pick-me is just somebody who she just kind of says stuff for attention because she wants people to give her attention. A skinwalker is somebody who will literally change their whole belief system just to like date somebody for a while.
For the attention of one specific person.
Yeah, like they don't.
A pick-me is going to say something for the wider approval of the male audience. A skinwalker is somebody who changes who they are on a fundamental level for a specific person's attention.
Yeah.
So
pretty much.
Skinwalker is like a specific pejorative term. So when we say skinwalker, that's what we're referring to. Because I know somebody is not going to have heard that term before. And they're not going to know what we mean. Like, skinwalker, what the fuck? What does horror have to do with this?
That's what it has to do.
I've called a pick-me Louis server before.
Wait, whose?
In Lumi server, it was wild.
Lumi server? Who the fuck called you a pick-me and why?
The person's gone now. Like, I think their name was like, Anahi or something like that, but like they were getting clowned on by like the entire server because they were saying shit that was just unhinged and crazy. They were also claiming to be a girl. I asked them I asked them the acronym for pads or tampons and they didn't know what I was talking about. And so I called them out. I'm like, you're not a girl. And they freaked out and they called me a pick-me and left the server.
That is hilarious. Anyway.
Yeah, so I have a couple things up for us to chat in regards to this, and I tried to put them in order, but just so we're clear, every girl in this is retarded and has made a billion posts about this. Some of them are funny, some of them are dumb. I tried to get the best ones to make the best narrative for it. So this starts with the Shiro one, who is the one that I guess is okay with lolly stuff, and kind of was the progenitor to the issue.
What's funny, if I can interject real quick, I actually think the progenitor of the lolly stuff was Usagi, because Usagi kind of got into a fight with Akemi. Did you see that, by the way?
Yeah, it's mentioned in here, actually. You can see it, Usagi Calamari / Melia the Maid.
Oh, okay, perfect.
By the way, was an affiliate of Dragon's Tea, or might have been,
Might have.
and now
I think they
definitely
were. I definitely think they were because I saw it in their bio. Not anymore. I think it was a stealth removal. Now, I'm not going to bother to T-Man about it because he's got enough shit he's got to worry about. But like, I do think that he like removed her because
enough
it's just
came
like
out about yeah. I mean, enough affiliates.
bless you, excuse you.
Enough affiliates with T-Man, like had a problem and like brought up those pictures, and I'm sure it was just like, all right, you might want to resign from the program. Like maybe not a removal, but like a request for resignation.
Oh, like we're asking you to leave, so leave before we fire you.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I see what you mean.
But this is, as far as I know, this is what publicly started it, this thread. Before this thread, it wasn't public knowledge what was going on behind the scenes, really. And she said, do one of y'all want to read it? Because I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit.
I can. Shiro, on July 15th. As of right now, I'm stepping away from VTards. Don't make assumptions until you know the full story, please. I believe that what started as a joke has gone too far and has opened up some dangerous paths. You telling me. If you want to unfollow me for my choice, that's your right. I understand that by doing this, I may receive waves of harassment from viewers of other group members. Please do not harass others on my behalf. This was my decision, one that has been quite some time in the making. It's quite a long time in the making for 1 week. I'm going to be real with you. I thought
I'm kidding.
Go ahead.
What, like the second that the group was formed, you've been thinking about leaving? Because this group is not very old.
This group is less than a week old and it's already dying. Anyway, I thought through Nachisu's views were ironic, not real, but it's becoming increasingly apparent that she genuinely believes in these things. Akemi's aggression is getting to a point that I can't... By the way, I would like to bring up that Shiro was like good friends with Akemi. Like allegedly they were like BFFs or some shit like that. And now they're both like uber hatred of each other, which is like bizarro world to me because Shiro was making her a model. I don't know if they're still making a model or it's going to be done, but like she was making a model for Akemi and like she would go to bat for Akemi.
Is
she's a BPD whore.
Like Akemi.
I would say
Well,
Akemi
exactly,
is the
it's
main
BPD.
one of the group.
She is the biggest one and the one that has the most attention and the one that is going to sway the opinion the most with the people that decide to give her attention. So if Akemi says something, people are going to take attention to it.
Here's a big thing with like BPD too. Like it makes perfect sense that Shiro and Akemi were best of friends and now they're not, because that's like the pathology of a relationship with somebody having BPD in that relationship. And it's usually a very strong, very loyal, but one bad thing can ruin the entire thing. And I'm talking like burn through, like the bridges has been thermonuclear exploded.
Yes, pretty much. Pretty much. What's interesting is does Shiro also have BPD? Because I heard that she might also have BPD.
Well, if they both do, that would make even more sense.
I think Nines has said that they do too.
We're on narrative. You can see at the top, I've got like 30 things open.
Sorry, my apologies.
I always try to jump ahead in the narrative. I've got like 30
I'm
tabs
sorry. I'll continue reading here. Akemi's aggression is getting to the point that I can't support. I feel the need to make it clear I don't hate Akemi. I thought I could help her and be a voice of reason, but she won't listen. You're telling me, sister. And because I know the screenshot will likely be taken into context for some narrative, I don't care about lolicon shit. I don't consume it, but I don't give a fuck about fiction. And she posts a picture from this Blacklist channel. Now, I don't know if this is from the their server, because I know they have a server now, but I don't know where it's from.
So the Nachisu is the one that I guess kind of starts the problem or starts the fight. It's just this thread is what made the fight public. And she talks about Kiss Alice, who is on Twitter Alice Blazer, something like that.
Yeah, Blazer.
Posted cropped lolly porn of Anya from Spy X Family. And at first it's kind of whatever. It's pretty gross. I'm probably gonna avoid it. And they say this was from like a separate conversation I was going on. I don't think we actually get context to why they were talking about this. And then Shiro says Alice is a lolly and most of us are lolicons. And Miku says, I get like small childlike characters are fine, but this, I hate having to share this. And I'm gonna boop just because I'm not gonna risk it. Just accept that what I've presented to you is factually what is in this picture.
Yeah, we're just not gonna.
Yeah,
we're not gonna
pretty,
share that. Even though it's censored, it's still pretty bad.
Yeah. So Shiro just says it's fiction. Shrug. By the way, by pretty bad, we just mean we don't want to get banned on YouTube for it. I don't actually think it's a bad picture that you should be arrested for. I'm just saying
Well, no,
I'm not
it's
risking our
just
channel for it.
rubrically on YouTube
Oh, yeah.
is bad.
Yeah, pretty much. It's not say so. That's really all you need to say about it.
Miku says, I'm not cool with child porn, fictional or not. I like how child porn is just fiction, but Nazi anime girl. Wow, what a line cross. Shiro,
It's very accurate.
well, Shiro says you actually believe those things, though. Lolicons don't like actual children. You think that America is for white people. And then Miku says, nah, it's just fiction. Shiro replies, okay, so you're not a white nationalist all of a sudden.
By the way, this is where I figured out that Miku is not actually a Nazi. This is the point where it's just like, okay, Miku's not a Nazi. Well, I mean, I kind of figured from the start as well.
This is like a
but this is like,
slip, and like
yeah.
she can easily like say, oh no, I meant like I was talking about. No, you meant your Nazi anime girl is fiction, which means you do not believe what you are purporting you believe on this character.
Yeah.
But that's not the case. I legitimately think that they do it as a LARP. So.
Yeah, I think they do it as
Yeah,
a
it's just a LARP.
This is also one of those things where, like, well, I've seen, like, a lot of the lolicon community really kind of does take a everything that's fiction is okay sort of situation. So they have not been called out by lolicons for being a Nazi. I don't know why they're just immediately throwing strays like that.
Yeah, they haven't.
Well, so here's the funny thing. I think Miku is also one of those individuals. They kind of strike me as a bit of a Melanie Mac, or attempting to be like a Melanie Mac, because at some point, I don't know if you have this written down, but Miku is also like, oh yeah, by the way, I think all porn should be banned as well. Oh, we have that later? Okay.
Most of
won't
my
mention that
pictures
too
are
much.
from Miku, because while Shiro started this chat, and I'm going to give context to some of the stuff Shiro and Akemi said to each other, Miku is kind of the main one, because they've made, like, literally 70 tweets about this since yesterday.
Yeah, she just won't stop talking. But she won't take the advice of just shut the fuck up and don't talk about it.
Oh, so she's doing she's treating this like the Epstein files are being treated by Trump. Just won't stop talking about it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So some of them came swinging at Shiro for this, which led to Shiro kind of making another point, where we have this long thread. I guess Saturn is kind of like a leader for the group, since she's the one making the post, maybe.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have a post about Saturn on 4chan? Because
I don't.
It was discovered that people were posting on 4chan about them, and the person who posted forgot to log out of their 4chan account before posting. It was actually Saturn. Saturn was trying to be like, oh, these people are dumb, but one of them looks kind of cool. Yeah, and people figured out that Saturn was actually posting on a 4chan account.
It's kind of crazy.
Trying to they were trying to self-promote themselves on 4chan, basically.
Unlike a sock prophet.
Yeah, they were trying to, but they forgot to sign out of their account. It was hilarious.
That actually happens more than you'd think.
It does. It's one of those things where I will never make an account on 4chan, just because I don't want that to track my IP, and I also feel like people can talk about me on their own. Apparently, I do get talked about on 4chan.
This is my favorite meme of that happening, and it's sort of a reverse, where somebody actually remembered to sign out of their account, which is what caused the problem. Which was back in the day when Anita Sarkeesian was a thing. She posted a tweet one day and says, look at this person making these violent threats against me. It was a picture of a tweet that had been posted 5 seconds prior. It actually said, tweet posted 5 seconds ago.
You gotta be kidding.
I remember that, yeah.
And then she took a picture of the entire screen so you could see at the top left, because that was how Twitter's layout used to be, that she was signed out of her account. And it's like, okay, so you're signed out of an account, and you just took a picture of a tweet that was made 5 seconds ago. Really? And it's a blank account. It's a blank hater account. that was just made today. You're telling me that's not you?
I really don't understand why people feel the need to generate, like, do you really think sympathy points is worth it that much that you're going to create an account, post fake hate on yourself, and go, oh my god, look at me, I'm such a victim. Like, get over yourself, Jesus.
No, yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, like, here's the funny thing. Nowadays, it's kind of hard to do that, and I found this out because I wanted to send a test DM to myself through my private account. I've had my private account for over a year, but it's not verified anymore. Or it's not verified, period, because of how Elon does verified shit. If you try to DM a verified account, it counts it as spam, and you have to go through a CAPTCHA before you can even send it. And even then, 9 times out of 10, if you're not a verified account, I still might not see your message because it shows up as spam. So, like, if people do that these days, 9 times out of 10, I just think it's hate baiting because...
Yeah, Twitter, even as a verified account, if I went to message somebody, it would be like, oh, you must be a bot. And it had me do a whole verification thing. It's like,
really?
For any DM that I send. Yeah, for
even
for
verified?
Now, for the first time last week, I sent a DM to somebody and it didn't require that. But yes, for like the first 3 months of my account existing and having a blue check mark, it was like, yeah, no, you're not real. Cuts for verification.
That's crazy.
So we have this thread, right? Where Shiro replies to somebody and says, Akemi herself is talking behind my back, lying, bringing up my past, trying to make everyone hate me. Saturn is seeing this and not speaking up about it. IDK. I don't know about this necessarily. However, it's possible. Akemi says, I didn't say anything negative about you until I learned you said shit behind my back and brought up my relationship in your VC. I am not lying about anything either. Everything I'm saying is either factual or my personal thoughts, but not lies. Shiro replies back.
Your personal thoughts can be lies.
These people are such great friends, by the way. Such fantastic friends.
Shiro
Dude,
replies,
such amazing friends.
Told my community not to talk about you or harass you. You were briefly brought up in the VC by the people there. Thanks for spying, by the way. You already know this, so IDK why you're twisting it. I didn't shit talk you. On the other hand, can't keep my name out of your mouth. And it's a picture on Discord of Akemi saying she was pregnant at some point, but had a miscarriage. She's turning 21 this year, by the way.
Jeez.
That is Akemi. Fuck you. This is disgusting. I'm sorry.
I am so glad that this woman burned me when she did, because like if I had gotten any deeper and decided to be friends with her, I know people, and I'm not going to say who, because these people would prefer not to be on this woman's shit list or get on this person's like bad side because they saw what happened to me. I know people that have like talked to this person and been a little bit more personable, and they're like, I'm hiding from this person because I don't want them to do what they did to you or what they're doing to other people. Like, it's that bad with Akemi. Akemi is like burning bridges that fast, and it's why I'm like, you know, I was kind of like worried seeing this person grow, just like, oh, this person is getting a lot of attention, and this is the wrong, because like I think that people should have freedom of speech and all that shit, and especially like Akemi, but like I genuinely think that she's like shitting up the place. Like when people joke about shitting up the place, she's shitting up the place, in my personal opinion. So there are people that are like, I won't interact with this person, but I'm forced to have them in my life because if I do unfollow them, I'm worried that they're going to do what they did to you, and I can't handle that.
I'm only asking this because I have to. What is Akemi's pronouns? What is her biological sex?
Oh,
she's a woman. She's literally just a BPD whore. That's all she is. She's just BPD.
Okay.
Anyways, we continue.
That makes that just for her to
have to give all the context.
I was only asking because
on
going the miscarriage route is insane.
And keep giving the context. So we have this person says to talk about your private information is actually really insane and weird. Like, wow, that screenshot. Akemi says it wasn't private. She openly said it in the server a while back. Even if you do, don't bring it up because miscarriage is kind of a touchy subject.
Yeah, it's not like I talk about the serious situations that happen to my friends. Like, am I going to bring up every single time to people, hey guys, do you want to remember this one time that something horrible happened to Mizu? That's not really fair. I don't think Mizu would really like it if I did that.
Don't bring it up a lot. It says, how is it relevant to bring it up now? She says the screenshot is out of context. She built her audience upon being conservative, and she has said a lot of degenerate things. Just so we're
Conservatives
clear,
are degenerate.
By the way, so this is a really stupid response in this particular thread. Because we're talking about her having a miscarriage. And she built her audience on being conservative, and she said a lot of degenerate things. She said if she had disposable income, she would get back on cocaine.
Okay. Okay. Unironically,
Okay,
I know a lot of conservatives that would do that. That's a lot of. I know a lot of conservatives.
You're approaching a line here.
Yeah, you're getting to like a really dangerous line.
I can make a pretty strong argument that this is defamation.
You know what, Ava? You should DM Shiro and tell her to find a lawyer. This
because
is
cocaine is
insane.
still illegal most places, so you're technically accusing somebody of committing a crime. Or trying to commit a crime.
Intending or a student, exactly. That's why it's not. This wouldn't be defamation per se. I'm not saying that this would be a strong argument, but I'm saying that I could make an argument that this could be construed as defamation, at least per quote.
Yeah, I've talked about this with Ava before, but defamation gets a lot easier when you're accusing somebody of actual like crimes. It's a little harder with some other stuff because there's some back and forth about it. But once you're in the court,
There's
it's like, yeah, I accuse them of committing a felony.
Accusing somebody being a pedophile, accusing somebody of having an STD, or otherwise engaging in illegal activity or encouraging others to engage in illegal activity. This will pretty much guarantee you, if you brought up a complaint and you had all the facts in front of you, you could probably get summary judgment granted pretty quickly.
Yeah. Someone made a comment regarding these things that she wants to be a mother, so that's where the screenshot is replying to. Still doesn't necessarily mean you need to bring it up, especially if it's somebody talked about wanting to be a mother. So I told them my friend had a miscarriage. It's kind of fucking weird, bro. Even in context, I don't think that helps.
The final line.
I wasn't making fun of her for it. I was stating it as a fact in response to the mother's comment. My best friend recently suffered from losing her baby to a miscarriage, and I have family members who have lost babies to miscarriage. Who
cares?
I just don't think she would be fit to be a mother if she still wants to abuse drugs like cocaine and doesn't for financial reasons.
Again, Akemi is like approaching the line of defamation. This is like unironically. Okay.
This is close.
Ava, you should talk to Shiro. Tell her you need to talk to a lawyer because this is defamation.
I mean, I'll reach out to Shiro if you have but I'll just tell Kimi, pull up right now. I don't know what the fuck you're doing, but this is not the way you want to go.
I'll be honest. Akemi, here's the problem with Akemi. She's about as like powerful as Rikeda is in terms of slinging like defamable comments, because like, you know, she says all this shit and some people are probably gonna believe her. I say give it 1 or 2 months.
She is somebody who needs to be slapped down.
Maybe.
Like,
you know, well,
I reminded that hey, you can be punished for what you say if it's
in the ultimate steel man argument. There is a non-zero chance it's true.
What
she's saying.
Yeah, that's fair.
The ultimate steel man argument, there is a non-zero chance it's true.
Fair enough.
It's true, because here's the thing. If Shiro ever said at any point in time, like in its recorded out of VOD or in a Discord message or whatever.
Something like, I do coke, but I don't have money for it.
If she had disposable income, she would get back on cocaine. Look, truth is the ultimate defense for defamation, and it's possible she might have said these things.
Well, you could even have something as simple as, you know, if I had a bunch of disposable income, I'd probably try cocaine. You could twist that into this as well. Like what she said, if she had disposable income, she'd do it.
Listen, I feel like a lot of people would say that kind of shit.
The language that I have a problem with is she would get back on cocaine. I just don't think she would be fit to be a mother if she still wants to abuse drugs like cocaine. And
see, that's implying that implying that she's broken the law before, and like she is not posted the shit. In order for that claim to not be defamable, you would have to post proof, and I'll be honest, this is the wrong place for it, in my personal opinion. But you would have to show proof that she had taken these drugs before, and that she
that she like wasn't a abuser in the past.
And that would be a massive invasion of privacy, and I know that Akemi would be stupid to do that. But like, again, I just look at this and I'm like,
but we don't have any facts anyway, so we gotta steel man everybody here.
Exactly.
Shiro is a good little angel who has done nothing, but she's also a cocaine head, according to Akemi.
Yeah, well,
who may or may not have reason to believe that.
Pretty much. Pretty much. I just think that Akemi has
I'm not making her out
approached a
to be
line.
evil. I'm just making her out to be stupid.
Yes.
Yes, Akemi is definitely very stupid
And then we
with
get to
what she's
scroll
doing.
down more, and this is where I don't like what Shiro does. Shiro does, last bomb I'm dropping, she's at a minor in her server when all of the channels are 18 plus locked. They reply to somebody called Dio, says, I thought you left, aren't you 17? She says, huh, what do you mean you thought I left? This person says I'm 12, they probably aren't, they're probably making a joke.
Don't say that though.
Yeah.
Dio says, I've been here for so long now. Shiro says, yeah, because the server is 18 plus. Dio says, but Akemi allowed me. Broken heart, broken heart, broken heart.
Again, unless you somehow have Dio's ID information, you cannot confirm this individual is under the age of 18.
Yeah. In response...
So this is honestly just stupid.
They post this. By the way, Akemi would use this later, by the way. Basically, they post pictures, which one is it? I need to close this window so I have easier access to it. Shiro's Discord rules. Respect others, friendly debate is allowed. Try to keep things in proper channels. Keep self-promo to self-promo. Have a problem with another member, resolve it privately. 18 plus content will be allowed in specific not safe for work channels. Minors are not allowed in these. If you're a minor, it's your responsibility to follow the rules and Discord's TOS. You will be instant banned if you partake in these channels. So it took me a while to figure out what the criticism here was, because Akemi brings this up later as well. Apparently the criticism is she has 18 plus channels that are not behind roles. And that is the entirety of the criticism.
Okay.
I would say that's probably not a good idea to just have them out in the open. However,
Yeah, I would
I
say
don't
a
care.
valid criticism, but it's not damning.
yeah.
No, especially since I am of the belief that the internet is not made for children, so I really don't care.
The internet's not made for children.
Yeah.
And I've kind of mentioned it before, I have roles in my Discord for 18 plus, specifically to separate it from adults who don't want to interact with 18 plus content on their
Same here.
comfy Twitter platform. Not for
Same here.
kids,
My
because I don't believe
channels and
kids
Discord
belong
is
in my
like-
Discord in general.
If I find out you're a minor, you're banned. Like
Yeah.
that.
Well, exactly. I will ban anybody if somebody says that they are a kid. I will do a little bit of looking at their account, and if I think they're a kid, yeah, I'm gonna remove them. But yeah, I have channels that like I even have a say-so rule, because you have to earn the not safe for work role, and it's not for kids. I mean, like part of it is if there is somebody that gets in that is like hiding as a kid, and most of the time if they do, we figure it out. It's a good way to stop them, because it just does. But like yeah, I keep roles so that people don't have to see that shit, because some people DM me and saying I don't want to see it, and I was just like, okay, then click the say-so role and you won't ever see it again. I hope you don't want it to be reversed, because I don't know how to reverse it.
So I've also kind of said this before, and people can agree with me or disagree with me on this. Discord already technically has an 18 plus verification. Is it strong or robust? No. But if you in your Discord try to make a secondary verification that is more robust than Discord's, you are technically taking on the responsibility of making sure children don't end up in those spaces. In my opinion, if you don't
Not
take
only
on that
that-
responsibility, it is Discord's fault if something happens.
Yes.
You also have
yes.
to be extremely careful, because I've seen people do like Discord verification, like where they have people send in copies
IDs.
of like yeah, exactly, that's illegal. You cannot do that. As a Discord server owner, you cannot collect in a mass or aggregate the data of people like that. You're not like, some people use services that like automatically delete the data
Yeah.
afterward. That's fine, but this is too much. You have to be, because again, it's easy to grab somebody else's ID that might be over 18 for half a second and take a picture of it.
Yeah. So just as like a fairness note to this, a lot of people are criticizing Shiro for this. I would probably also criticize Shiro for this.
I
'cause
would definitely.
You can't just take the word of this random person. And I need to see that you brought this up to Akemi herself, and Akemi said, yeah, I don't care. That I need to see that part. So for me, this is neither of you are very strong here. And I say neither of you because Akemi will post about this like a billion times as well. I give her like slightly more credit because she is retaliating to this, but I think you're both kind of being stupid about this. I don't think either of you have a good argument on that one. And then this is where Akemi starts posting this. Says, "You're blatantly lying. When my server still had not safe work channels, he was specifically locked out of them, and we had strict moderation to make sure rules were followed. You allowed minors in general in your server, and you have multiple not safe for work channels. Stop lying and being a hypocrite. You are acting evil." Again, I don't think this is a fair point. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, she just posts the rules again. Like, it's not an example.
Jesus Christ. Definition of evil, right?
Yeah.
I think this is just Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Profoundly immoral and wicked.
By the way,
while
Ava, you
I
should
think
turn up
this
your
is pretty
game a little
shitty
bit.
behavior, I don't think this is profoundly immoral and wicked.
Yeah. Whole server should be 18 plus, problem solved. I understand why some people don't. Personally, for them specifically, I think you'd be better off making it 18 plus in general. And personally, I prefer my server to be 18 plus in general. I don't understand like people that are like, yeah, I'm fine talking to kids. I'm not. Unless they're like my family members.
Neither am I.
And even sometimes for my family members, the only reason I can talk to them is because I know I have like some level of seniority over them to where I could tell them to stop doing something.
Yeah.
But if it's like a random kid, it's like, yeah, I don't want to be anywhere near that.
No, fuck no.
What do you have to talk about with a random kid? You do it with your family members because they're family. You don't do it with random kids. You have nothing in common. You have no reason to talk to them.
Even with my family, I don't want my individual siblings to see my content.
I mean,
and it's not because I don't love them or anything.
Well, I'm talking about just talking to them in general, not just content.
Fair enough, but it's just like in general, like I will talk to my family members when it's appropriate to talk to them. Just in general, I just don't feel comfortable talking to kids, period. I try my best to avoid kids, period, at work because like I just don't want to. No, thank you.
Because you have nothing to relate to them with.
No. I mean, like, when I worked for Amazon, occasionally I'd have kids that want to talk to me. It's like, oh, it's the Amazon guy. And I'll try and be silly and friendly, kind of like how I expect the mailman to act. But beyond that, it's just like, I'm not here to talk to you. I'm here to do my job and then go home. Get out of my way, kid.
I will say, we have some people at my work now that are, like, fresh out of high school. And even then, like, talking to some of them, it's like, yeah, I have fucking nothing in common with you.
You know?
There's such a weird, like, distance between us. I genuinely don't know what to speak of to you. And you're an adult who works with me at the same place.
And they're, like, less than 10 years older than you. Or younger than you, excuse me.
Yeah, it's like, I don't feel like we have anything in common. From, like, an age perspective, it feels weird. But yeah, she also goes on this thing. I actively told people not to call her a pedophile over Lolicon. Lolicon is not pedophilia, and I think pedo accusations are serious. Now she is implying that I'm a pedophile with the screenshot bomb she posted. To be fair, she did not call you a pedophile. She called you irresponsible at best.
Yeah.
Yeah. It takes a lot to get called a pedophile. That's not good enough, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, this is you looking for somebody to call you a pedo, which is really fucking weird.
I still don't like this.
I don't like it either, and I think
I locked him out of those channels and made an exception for one mutual. I still don't like it.
What?
And I don't.
What does that mean?
She knew the DO person was in there.
That's a minor that you made an exception.
Yes.
I don't like that. Listen.
And she says it's okay because she locked his account so he couldn't see the not safe for work channel.
Listen, like I said already, I don't like my family members being involved with my content just because they're my family members and I don't want them to be a part of it. If I had like a family member that wanted to be involved, even if they're like an adult, I'd be like, no, I'd prefer it if you didn't. Because I know what all my family members are. And sorry, this is a tangent, but it's just like, it's really weird. They're like, oh, I know this person. It's just like, there are very few people IRL that I'd be like, yeah, this is me. No, thank you. I don't know why you're doing that, but no, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, big time no.
I will also say, because I've criticized people for this specifically before, doesn't lock the not safe for work channels in her rules or don't look at it. I think ultimately it's better to have an extra lock on them, just a small one, like a roll lock. However, I don't think it's fair to criticize people that don't, as long as they have a rule that says kids aren't supposed to look at it. Because ultimately it is Discord's responsibility to handle that. I am not Discord. I do not control their platform. I do not control who is allowed on it. And I don't control people's kids. Other people control their kids. I'm not taking responsibility for your fucking kid.
I have no real legal way of obtaining verification of the age of the people who use my Discord server.
Yeah. I mean, think about what is considered
acceptable. And notice the qualifier there.
Or what was considered acceptable for most porn sites up until very recently, and even very recently only in a few states, was a little pop-up that says, are you 18 or older? Click yes. Technically, that is all you're supposed to do, because they are not supposed to babysit your kids. You were supposed to babysit your kids.
Your job is to run a business. Your job is not to make sure that the kids aren't touching the shit on the... It's like going to a store. Are you going to make sure that your kid's not knocking all the shit off of the shelves and beat their ass with a belt when they do? Yeah. Sorry, I got the Boondocks fresh on the mind.
Yeah.
Beat your kid's ass.
So this is all I really want to touch on with Shiro and Akemi, these two specifically. They just kind of went back and forth with each other, and I think they both kind of come off looking retarded about it. I think Akemi slightly worse, but also slightly more understandable because she is firing back. But from the outside looking in, it still looks bad when it's like there is a minor in your server that you know is there and you are actively making an exception for. Feels weird.
That's creepy.
She should have still talked to you about it. I want to see the messages where she talked to you about it and she got confirmation that you were okay with it. However, you're kind of admitting you're okay with it now, so.
I don't like that. I don't like that whatsoever.
Just kick the minor out, bro. But that doesn't mean we have stopped everything for the night. Now we get to talk about the Nazi VTuber.
Yay! I'll be honest with you, she's my favorite one just because she's acting like such... Can I say I've decided to nickname her the new Mexican white leader of the Mexican leader of the white race. Yeah, she's the new Nick Fuentes in my personal opinion.
So this is going to come up a lot with the Nazi VTuber because again, what started it was them saying that they did not like Lolicon not safe for work. And then somebody found this tweet thread of them where the Saturn person says cunny, Akemi says uo sex, and Miku says cunny cunny. And somebody says, this you? Miku says it's a joke about a Shondo clip. Which, by the way, saying it's about Shondo is still not helping your case,
funnier?
By the way. Still not helping
like one of the most lolicon lollies of that's out there. Yeah. That's the big thing that she gets attacked for, is being a huge lolicon.
Yeah, and they reply, so you use the words of a typical lolicon who are for you pedos as jokes. They say, do you even know what that word means?
Do you?
I believe me and Ava talked about this the other day. Some people try and cope and say, oh, cute and funny, it's an acronym. Or cunny, it just means cute and funny. Funny, funny. People know what it means. It means vagina. Get over it. We know what it means. It's a joke acronym. Everybody knows it's referring to a lolly vagina. Stop trying to pretend it's not. You're an idiot if you think it isn't.
Well, like, the origins of it are deeply rooted in that as well. And that's why it's just like, how the fuck do you not... See, that's where I'm like, you're definitely a poser. You're definitely a tourist. You definitely got it. It's like all of them are like that as well. Because, like, especially with Akemi, I'm just like, all of these people act like they have no idea what they're talking about. All they know how to reference, especially with Akemi, she's like, oh, guys, I love Sam High. And I'm just like, cool. Do you know any of the other, like, guys on that side of this political spectrum? It's just like, I don't think any of these people know what they're talking about, you know? Yeah. So, sorry, continue.
It's just funny. So do you even know what that means? Real quick, before I go through all the others, I know I have another one up here, but I think I put it out of order. Yeah, here, well, I'll move this one back to the front.
Oh my gosh.
So this was actually posted after everything was done. Posted Shondo, I'm in the silly room, and somebody replies, Shondo sexualizes herself. They at Shondo and say, at Fallen Shadow, is this true?
bro.
and then we get one of like the HoloLive Gura fan copers in the replies to it. It says, Bondi, buddy, Shondo herself has stated she hates that clip. It was made to make fun of Clipper YouTube channels that only go UO sex. You people cope so hard. So much cope. It's cringe. It's terrible. This is out of order though. This is after the Nazi had a change of heart. So let's learn how the Nazi had a change of heart.
Well, she had a mild change of heart because I feel like it keeps going back. I don't honestly know what her stance is because like it went back and forth. But sorry, I don't want to ruin your thing. So continue.
So they post this, and this is from Shiro's thing. You see a little more of the Anya image, but it's still like down screen, so there's nothing here. At least chat can't see anything. They reply, if child rape art is just fiction, why did you scribble it out? I'm okay with lollies as cute characters, but art of literal child rape? Nope, not one bit. Disgusting. And she scribbled it out because they don't want to get banned on Twitter.
It's a very good reason to do that because even though Twitter is like a bastion of free speech, Twitter also bans anything having to do with lolly, which these people would know if they weren't fucking tourists.
Chat can't see it, by the way. I'm just scrolling down. See if she actually replied. She sort of did. Yeah, I don't really have a good way. I could put it here, I guess. Shiro just replies to the why is it scribbled out, and she said, so I could post it in safer work servers. And she's talking about posting her tweet, not the image. And then Nachusu says, it was already cropped, it was already safe for work. And she says, again, I do not care about fiction, your beliefs are not fake. To be fair, I think that is a fair point, technically.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
That Lolicon is fiction, but if you actually do believe racist stuff, you are legitimately a racist. It's not a joke. Right?
Oh, I see what you mean.
Just because you play up being a racist on your videos, if you are one in real life, the fact that you also do it in a fictional setting doesn't change the fact that that's what you really believe. It's kind of like Schrodinger's asshole a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, when you're getting heat for it, it's just a joke. But realistically, you just actually believe it. And you're using the it's just fiction as a way to get away with it.
Yeah. But you can't really say it's just fiction about racism.
I mean, you can have just, like, funny racist jokes.
Well, yeah, but, like, what I mean is, like, there are some points where...
knife here all the time. That's fictional racism.
Yeah, but that's like that's a little bit more easy to do. But like doing the whole Nazi thing, I feel like some people will be like, listen, I feel like you are actually being real with it. Although I still don't think that Miku is being real with it. I think she's just
she's just doing it for attention.
Yeah, it's 100% for attention.
Oh, so she follows up with this child rape thing with, for me, art of lollies is fine, even in some cases of sexual suggestive depictions. I draw the line at literal porn of lollies, showing genitalia and or performing sexual acts. I don't care what the VTuber community thinks. This is my stance. I will not move. You notice though that she's already kind of moved.
No, she has, yes.
She's I'm not moving. You've already taken it down a notch. All lolly bad to now, well, you know, as long as you're not showing the parts, you're good.
Okay, this is hilarious though. Her buyout. Hi, I'm your adorable red-haired angel with a heart overflowing with hate love.
No, it's supposed to be crossed out for the hate.
You're not an angel.
But it doesn't look normal on PC. It looks better on the phone.
No, it doesn't.
On PC, for some reason, when you do the cross out thing, it puts it more like an underline. I don't know why.
Yeah. Sorry, continue, Ava.
Ava just thought it was funny. But we continue to slowly go down the list with her. She now changes it to, I will say, calling lolicon child rape was a bit much. But I do think there's a separation there. I don't think lolicons are pedos. I just don't like the porn.
Which is fair.
She tries to cope later and say that in reality she thinks all porn is bad, and that was why she said it. That's not why you said it.
No, that's not why she said it whatsoever. I disagree. I think that's a lie.
But you can see, like, she's already super, super decreased what she said.
Why? So I feel like I already know the answer, but why do you think she's already, like, deciding to walk it back like this?
Because a lot of the community they got were the people that were for freedom of speech. And the reality is, if you have freedom of speech people, you're going to have the lolicon community. Yeah,
because a lot of lolicons are very middle of the road freedom of speech. Yeah, exactly.
That's very, the thing. If you are ever trying to bank your entire existence off, I should have the freedom of speech to say what I want, you can never once in your life say, I think this thing needs to be censored. As soon as you do it once, you've immediately lost all credibility with the free speech crowd about anything.
100%.
You can sometimes get away with it with the lolicon thing. Sometimes. Even then, it's hard. But they followed up with, people got really mad at me for not really liking lolicon porn stuff because of the fallout with Shiro saying it's okay because it's fiction, only to find out Shiro allowed children on her server that had not safe for work porn channels wide open, never beating the allegations. So they all kind of jumped on this thing about the not safe for work Discord server, and they've changed it now to say that she allowed children on her server. Oh gosh, what they mean is her rules didn't explicitly say that children should not be there.
Oh, no.
It does not necessarily mean she's allowing children in her space. So this is not a good look for you guys. You should stop with this. She shouldn't have brought it up to start with, but all of you pouncing on it and trying to reverse it look just as bad. It's time to stop. Also, Ava died.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, she might return soon. You know how it is with her.
Yes.
Easiest solution to keep kids out of non-kid environments, make environments for kids. Reintroduce limited chat. So I complained about this the other day. There's a video by a YouTube creator called Izzy, which basically says, why are there no spaces for kids anymore? She is a pretty good creator. The video is pretty good. Would recommend you go watch it. My thing is, I don't think there's spaces for anybody on the internet anymore. Because now all the adult spaces have to be dumbed down that a quote-unquote a child could realistically see what's going on. And all of the children's spaces have to be so open to make money that they need to allow adults in. So that's how you end up with Roblox having, like... Roblox, by the way, recently announced that they are very specifically going to make an in-game dating service for people who confirm they are 21 or above.
Yep, I saw that.
And then you have games that are historically for adults, like Call of Duty, Halo, that are putting extreme restrictions on their platform to make sure people don't say anything naughty. So we don't have any space where adults can just be free, and we don't have any space where kids can be separated from adults. Because they naturally want everything to be middle of the road to try and make it appeal to everybody.
Which won't happen. It'll just push out one group, and the kids are going to be the ones that get pushed out. I'm going to be real.
Yeah. Well, adults are always going to find a way around around stuff like that.
Yes, they always typically do.
We have adult-only space. It's the deep web. Nobody wants to go to the deep web.
No. I mean, like, it's not easy to get to, and most people are... Here's the thing, chat.
I don't know, these
most
days
adults...
it's pretty easy to get to.
Is it really?
Yeah, these days it's pretty much just download an app.
Oh, fair enough.
People try and make it sound so scary, and I think that's part of creators like Mudahar trying to make it sound really dark and mysterious, but in reality it's you download an app and you're good.
Fair enough.
That's kind of the point we've reached with a lot of things these days. Download an app and you're set.
Fair enough. Is that what, like Tor? You have to download Tor or something?
Yeah. I mean, there's other apps these days.
Excuse me. But anyway.
That's about all we had to talk about.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, I think the funny thing about the whole situation is these girls, upon their creation of literally just calling themselves VTard, like, it created such a stir that so many prominent people on the internet looked at them and said, guys, look at all these people that are trying to cancel these girls. They literally have done nothing wrong. And yeah, I agree. Like, they really haven't done anything wrong except for make one thing. And it's just like, it's hilarious that like these people are going to give such a dub to the individuals that that hate them. And it's already happening where I saw, what was it, Sylvie, I want to say. Sylvie was taking a dub on them really quickly. And it's just like, you know what, I kind of feel like he deserves it because like these girls are acting like such idiots towards each other that I really don't know how anybody can... I feel like a lot of people are realizing that it's a grift and slowly moving past them. I saw that Akemi, by the way, ever since all of this drama between them started, has lost almost 300 followers on Twitter.
Yeah.
And the thing that's funny, have you watched any of their content just to like see what any of them do?
No.
It's very generic and boring. Like even the Nazi girl is just like, this is so generic and boring. Like, oh my gosh, you guys have the drama and shit. Like when Akemi's just doing her normal playing video games shit, she gets like 40, maybe 50 people watching her. You know, like how you normally do when you get video games and shit. When she's talking about oh my gosh, guys, I'm being canceled by the internet. That's when she gets a lot of people watching her because people are like, oh my gosh, there's drama and drama is interesting and drama is funny. But like they really aren't big creators. They're big on YouTube, but or not YouTube, excuse me. They're big on Twitter, but nobody really cares about Twitter. You can't really monetize Twitter. You can just make some silly little connections and all that kind of shit. You know what I mean? So they're kind of like a fart in the wind, and I feel like it's going to extinguish pretty quickly. Again, if people here like them, I don't know. If you like them, enjoy them, but like just understand that they're not genuine. None of these individuals are genuine. They are literally doing it to try and get attention. Some of them are like, oh, but I'm not making money off of this. It's like there's more to life than just getting money. There's clout and the prestige of clout, and I feel like that's what they're going for. So sorry if I took the mic too long, but that's just my thoughts on the matter. That I think they're all just like clout whores.
No, I don't have anything else to say. Oh, that was good to call it there for the night.
Fair enough. Ava told me that she is still here, but she kind of needs to be quiet.
Fair. We're about to
I guess
end
it is
anyways.
I guess it is a good place to end anyway.
Night, everybody.
Miku disclosed she was doing it for money. That makes it even funnier.
Oh, wait, before we go, because I did see a couple more super chats come. Now, I want everybody to be heard. So, Mercenary for 5. Evening, guys. What fresh hell are we looking at now? How juicy of a problem is it this time? Is it involving internet things again? It's always involving internet things.
Always.
Solution to children on Discord. Ban everyone under 18 without exception. And don't even let them use the net. Not even for work or school. Mercenary for 2. Unless emergency services, no access ever. And Mercenary for 5, the Wild West of the internet was far safer than it is today. When I was in high school, we had internet access, and it was far safer than as a kid.
I would say so, probably, yeah. I think there's a lot more ways for the internet to be dangerous today. Now, granted, it's really only dangerous for stupid people.
True.
Because if you have at least a little bit of knowledge, and I would say that I was probably one of those stupid people a long time ago, because I think I was very dumb in how I chose to click on links and shit. I'm definitely not like that anymore. But I think unfortunately most people aren't smart enough to realize that person saying that you're getting a deal on your shit, they're bad people. So I think it is yeah. I'm gonna go in circles if I don't stop. So stop me now, Mizu.
I am. Thank you everybody for showing up tonight. It was much appreciated. Hope you enjoyed the show. I'm going to send you all out to Doki Bird because we kind of talked about them, so it's sort of on brand. Hope you all have a good night, good morning, good evening. If you are watching the VOD, thank you. It's much appreciated. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, because unfortunately YouTube prefers engagements now to lurkers. If you don't feel like doing that, your lurk is still appreciated by us, even if YouTube doesn't count it. Just knowing that people watch is enough for me personally. And everybody have a good night.
Have a good night, chat.
And be good for Doki Bird. Always do a good showing for us.